Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday night. I want to welcome Brooke, Jen, and Lily Red up onto my panel tonight. I'm sure you're surprised to see a face or two on here. And I'm not going to do a roll call tonight because there's way too many people here. But there's been, obviously, everybody knows about what's going on with the mods.
Hi,
And
Brandy. Thank you for what Brandy's. Sorry, as somebody I asked her to watch. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. She said, "Oh, hey."
um, it's been like very talked about this whole falling out with me and my mods and, the fallout. Then we had the text messages that I received and, the slash tires and everything else. And we're gonna bring some information to light tonight. And I really want to thank Lily for being here, who's going to shine a light on what's going on. Also, before this starts, I want to say that both Lily and Brooke were both very hesitant to come on this live in fear, and it's a real fear. In fear of what might happen to them because of the things that are going to be said on this live. Lily is really going out. Lily's. In case you don't know who Lily is, she's established. She's been mentioned in publications. Page 6. She was the person who spoke. She was like the whistleblower on Faith with Jax, and led to like the firing of Stassi and Jax and all them. That's Lily. She was the one that had that happen. So, I'm looking at the Page 6 article now, and Lily was the whistleblower on that. So I don't want anybody thinking that Lily is just another person that is in this weird mix of things. She's not. She's established. She has connections with Cast, Bravo, TLC, and she knows what she's talking about. With Brooke, Brooke's worried. This slide is going to be about Terry Lynn. Terry Lynn is very dangerous. And this live will solely be about Terry Lynn and not anybody else. And I don't want to say why they're worried so much now. I think at the end of the live, you'll understand why they're worried for being here. I want to thank Jen Bailey for being here too, because all of our worlds kind of like collided into one, and it's a mess. So, and another thing is like, the stuff that happened on my panel and my members and my mods, there are people now poaching my members, and it's working, Terry Lynn, and running with lies. So, the thing is like Brooke was confided in, and Brooke, me and Brooke are very close. I would put Brooke in my top 5 people on earth. And she knew the pain, but Brooke knew this because she was entrusted with the secret. And it makes me, I'm not mad at Brooke. I actually respect Brooke a whole lot more. Oh, hey, Clark. I finally respect Brooke. No, sorry. I respect Brooke a whole lot more because she heard the pain in my voice, and I cried to her about what was really going on. And she knew, but the person that told her the secret told her, don't say a word, Brooke. So, and I respect Brooke so much more for that because I know that Brooke can keep a secret. So I really want to, I want to, let's get to the bottom of this. Just so everybody knows, this is the first time I've ever talked to Lily. I know that me and Lily were like doing a trivia thing on like someone else's channel one time, but that was I didn't remember who she was when I talked to her today. She's got nothing to gain and everything to lose by this, and so does Brooke. Jen, I don't know if you have anything to lose by this, but I know Jen Bailey has been the brunt of a lot of this stuff too. So I wanted her to be here for that reason. Did I say what I need to say before we get into it? Is there anything else I need to address? We're good?
No, you and I have not spoken before today. Like I know of you and have watched a couple times. And go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes, no, there's nothing else. I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
Everyone's nervous. Brooke's nervous. Brooke is sitting like this, like she's like about to get on a roller coaster that she's afraid of. Brooke's like, she's just sitting. She's holding on. It's very scary. This all ties into the text that I got. This is why everybody's scared of this woman, and everyone's going out way beyond their comfort zone to speak about what's really happening.
And it's not only that, but we all share the same friends. And I value all of my friendships with these people. And I just don't know. And I mean, that's a big, huge, I know that it's impending doom once this happens. And I just don't want to lose any friends, but
yeah, too. And like, you're worried about losing your job and losing, and having a CPS call and whatever, because that's in the realm of what could be done to you. So I want to put this on record that this live will be up. And if anything happens to Brooke, Jen, or Lily as a result of this live, we're only talking about one person, Terry, then you know who did it. This is so we've been on the phone for hours and hours since 7 o'clock. Hold on. Let's get into it. All right. What's that? Who's doing that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's mine. Let me take my earbuds out. Jen, do you have earbuds in?
Yes.
It's not you, Brooke, because it just happened. Is it me? All right, whatever. So let's get into it. And again, no roll call because there's way too many people here. So I got a phone call tonight from Brooke, and Lily was on the phone, who I never spoke to. So let's just try to go over that phone conversation that we had, and because this is insanity. So Brooke called, Lily was on the phone, and Lily had information about Terry Lynn. So I'm going to kind of give it to you, Lily, at this point, and just start from the beginning, like when you went to the house and all that stuff, or if you want to give a little backstory as to how you knew her, it's on you.
Okay. And I don't like doing this. When I first started coming to, I had a podcast, and when I first started coming to you.
Wait. I'm sorry to stop you. Please, I'm going to send this to my mods. Lily has a YouTube channel, a podcast, and a Instagram page, which I'm going to post. So please make sure you are supporting Lily and Brooke and Jen. Please make sure. I'm going to text my stuff. And Lily's been missing, which I want to say before we start. Lily's been MIA because Lily went to Terry's house, and it was so wild, crazy, whatever, that Lily had to go into hiding, and people are, where's Lily? Where's Lily? Where's Lily? And this is the first time that Lily is actually speaking up on what really happened. So sorry to put that out there. Go ahead, Lily.
So I, when I started doing this, I didn't even know, I started managing Tracy, which was not
Tracy from Love After Lockup.
Yeah, which is not possibly. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I didn't know that other podcasters and stuff got on here. I think it was probably when Jen cussed me out on Instagram one time or something. I was like, what the hell? Like, people are just going at it. Like, I didn't know anything like that. And I kind of got into doing that too a little bit. And then some things happened in my personal life. And I went away for about a month, and I came back, and I've tried to be different since then. And I think I have been different and done some things with more integrity, and been proud of myself for that. Possibly not when it comes to Jen, because I do enjoy prank calling her, and that's and Jen and I have not spoken. I think she has me blocked, but rightfully so.
Jen, you're muted. I think you're muted. Oh, okay.
But one reason I wanted
Jen's here for a reason, guys.
I asked her to come on here to verify that I do prank call Jen frequently,
because this is going to be a part of the story. So Jen's here,
and I've done it on lives. And I don't think have I ever said anything to scare you or anything other than just be like, I call and moo sometimes into the phone.
You're just annoying.
Yeah.
And I annoy you.
So, and there's an app for that where you can change your phone number, and a texting app where you can do that. So, and I hate doing, I was not going to say anything because what is different is that I live close to Terry Lynn. And I was going to just, after I came back, when I went into her house, I knew that something was wrong. I'd met her out in public before, and I'm not trying to trash her. I was not going to say anything about this until I saw the text messages John was getting, and I couldn't in good conscience, like.
And that's why we're here. I
feel somewhat responsible for this, even though
I don't think she's responsible at all, but I could understand why she would feel that way. But keep going. I'm sorry.
And I'll probably get crap for this because I know prank calling is immature and blah blah blah. Don't judge my pastimes. I enjoy prank calling Jen. So I've met Terry Lynn out before. It was at a bar. And we know I like to drink too. So it was at a bar. We had drinks. We had a really good time, and I liked her, and I talked to her on the phone quite a bit. And I had started recapping things kind of on, again, to annoy Jen, which I enjoy. I'm sorry. And other people.
That's why Jen's here.
This is nothing I've kept a secret from Jen. And I've done it on lives and stuff, and I've recapped AMZ and stuff, just people that irritate me and things like that. And people asked me thank you, Amy, asked me to recap the videos. And I said, no. And people kept asking. And I said, you know what, if we raise money for domestic violence and donate it to the YWCA of Cincinnati, Ohio, because we have taken so much from Ohio. Jen has given us so much from Ohio that, and again, I don't support domestic violence. I said, that's me, is it?
I muted myself first, but it's Jen. Sorry, Jen.
So I said, if I get this much money, if I get $100, then I'll recap it. And I was going to do it. I'm not supporting domestic violence, but just stuff we had questions about. Like, I still have questions about what's the blue light in Clint's room that we saw up. Neither here nor there, Jen. I'll prank call you about that later. But so I did get that amount of money, and those videos, they were pretty in your face and very. What Jen did was wrong.
We all saw them, and I think Jen took accountability for it. Jen, if you want to unmute yourself.
I don't think she's better in 10 days, but we're not talking about Jen right now.
I definitely messed up.
But I mean, I was watching in horror with everyone else as they dropped like AMZ was shooting us with like machine guns, like dropping one at a time. And so I was going to recap them, and I did a live saying I would do that. And Terry Lynn and some other creators came into there, and I was scared I was going to get crap for it. And so Terry Lynn and some other creators came in there saying, you know, if we're doing it for a good cause and people want you to do this and donate the money, then go ahead and do it. So I said, okay. So I talked to Terry Lynn again. I had met her before, and she said I was just going to go over to her house and we would do it from there. And when I went over to her house, this is just kind of the message I want to send to everyone.
Lily,
Mm-hmm.
relax.
I'm sorry. I'm like twitching.
No, take a breath. We all got you. You're good. Please, if my mods in the chat, if anyone just goes a hair out of line, please block them.
Some people are asking what the hell we're talking about, so maybe
we'll get there. We're this, we're not going to get there in 5 minutes. This is like my whole world fell apart because of this. So there's a lot to this story, and you need to hear it.
So when I went over there, immediately I was uncomfortable. It was not what I expected at the house, and I called someone so that they would know where I was, and I had a friend with me. And I'm not saying Mia's mommy. Oh my God. I'm not saying that she was perfectly nice. She didn't do. That's why part of me feels bad about this, but I can't in good conscience. After seeing
really relax, please. You're good. Okay. You're good.
It felt uncomfortable, and
I know, and I know you were sensitive about doing this, but just speak like you were speaking to me on the phone. Forget everybody's here. Just put it all out there, because
everybody is here. Like 500.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to make you feel good.
And Brooke looks like she has a gun to her head over there. And so I left immediately, and I came home, and Brooke and I did not know each other very well. We've become I consider Brooke a friend now. We've especially since she didn't say anything to you, given what I had told her. And I talked to her about what had happened, and I was just going to go that night. My Instagram was full of videos, almost any live I've ever done. Thank you, Natalie. I'm going to need more of it.
I will send you the money from Natalie.
I came home, and I was crying. I made a video just saying, guys, I'm going off. Like, I'm leaving.
So, okay. What happened? Okay. So why did you go to Terry's that night? Like, what was like the plan, and what happened when you got there?
The plan was that she and I were going to recap the videos.
The videos.
And you went to, nothing bad happened there. It was just, I don't want to give too much information about her home. Made me feel uncomfortable. Something was not right there. She is not who she perceives to be.
And we have videos, and I'm not going to show them, but I have videos. But I will play some of the audio of the videos. This has gone so. Thank you, Clark. This is nice to see you again, Clark. This has gone so far off the reservation, that, and but keep going. All right, so
I did a live from there, just saying that I had technical difficulties, and it probably was like a freaking hostage video. Just saying, because I wanted people to know where I was. And I am not someone who spooks easily. And it's not, I'm making it sound worse, that she was not in any way mean to me. I don't want to go into.
Lily, everyone in the chat, I guess they know, they're familiar with that live, and they're so happy that you're okay and everything. So I don't know if you're reading the comments, like what I'm putting up, but people are familiar with what happened. Go ahead.
And so when I came home, my plan was to deactivate totally because, and my point is also people that she has a lot of people's personal information. You guys are sending addresses, and I don't know, I didn't see from where she was living, and I'm not trying to be. It was odd that she's been sending all these people money and people.
Let me just say, like Terry Lynn comes off across like, she's well-to-do. Like that's how I read her. Like her demeanor, like, oh, I have money, I'm well-to-do, like blah blah blah. And Lily thought the same way because that's like the image she puts up.
And I'm not talking bad about anyone not being well-to-do.
Right.
I'm well-to-do myself.
She was just surprised.
And so be careful, guys. And my point, and I've said this to people on my live, if someone, and we talked a lot, like I considered her, and I don't consider many people that I've met online friends. That's why Jen and I have talked about that a lot. Like if someone betrays me online or something, I'm like, they're not your friend. You know what I mean? Like they're your follower, they're your whatever. I have a couple people from online that I consider friends, but it's not going to surprise me if Siwa compares me to John Gates tomorrow. Like she has. I'm not going to feel betrayed because she's not my friend.
Not Gates, Stacy. But go ahead.
Yes, not John Gates. See how nervous I am?
You relax. Take it. You have any scotch? Pour yourself like a 2-finger scotch and just chase it down.
In case I need it.
Go ahead. Just give yourself a shot, girl. I know you, and Brooke is super nervous. Lily's nervous. Jen's just cool. Jen's just hanging out. But and I know everyone wants answers now. But we're putting it all out there. So continue, Lily, please. Thank you.
If someone seems off, they're off. I keep saying that. If someone's doing 9-hour streams or something, I just thought, well, that's how she is. It's off. I'm worried now because I'm 99%. Okay.
Okay. So let me guide this for you. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So when you were there, you had spoken to Terry about some type of spoof texting app.
It was before. It was several weeks before when we talked about that.
Okay. So you had told her about that. And she was like, ooh, right? Like, tell me about that conversation.
We laughed, and it was funny because I think it's funny to spoof Jen and get her mad. And I had told her about that. And then
hold on, I gotta mute Jen.
Take those earbuds out, Jen.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I had told Terry Lynn about that, and that when I'm bored, I prank call Jen or irritate her. And it's just an app you can download, and I told her about that. And then she even asked me that night to do it to Real. And I know that I sent one to him probably saying, hey, bitch, or something like that. But I never threatened. I didn't know till the next day how far she went with it when she downloaded the app and took over on her own. I didn't know about that and thought that was a little fucked up. But I forgot to be like completely blunt. Real really pissed me off when he came on my live. I wasn't really willing to go to bat for Real. Like if she wants, it wasn't right. Maybe I should have said something then, or it wouldn't have gone this far. Then when I saw John calling the police.
Well, before we get to that point, so so basically you can confirm that Terry sent those texts to Real.
Yeah.
100%. Let me read this text that Terry sent to Real.
And guys, before he does this, I am guilty of doing this to Jen. She can probably read out tons of them that I've done to her, but
Lily, it's fine. We're
it's-
good.
okay.
We're good.
I've never threatened someone or anything like that. It was to be annoying and just.
We're good.
See, we're good. So I'm going to read this text that Terry Lynn sent to Real that is 100% confirmed by Lily, who Terry told her it was me.
Somebody's asking if she showed me her phone. No, she didn't show me her phone,
But she told her.
And I sent one that said like, "Hey, bitch," or something myself.
So this was I had to, like, not say all the words because they're horrible. But in this text, which I posted on my official account, this was the text that Terry sent to Real, which is 100% confirmed that it was Terry that sent this. BITCH, N-word, I got your cats. And she's like speaking like in like a prose that, like, Terry wouldn't normally speak in. It's not like, oh, hi, Real, I've got your cats. I'm gonna make no, it was very different. BITCHN, I got your cats. I got yo cats. I got a big pot I'm about to skin them in. MFers, finger licking good. You ought to try one of the ones you got in there with. For this cat soup, you got to make sure you have all the good seasoning and vegetables like Louisiana Whitecraft. Hey, fat F-U-C-K, get your ass up. Don't want to know how I'm cooking your voluptuous cats. Meow. You're only 15 minutes away from me. Would you like a bowl of Louisiana Witchcraft cat soup? Meow. I'm busy cooking Louisiana Witchcraft cat soup. You need the recipe? For the rest of the cats, you're left with Cat's Got Your Tongue. And like, we all know that Real, I think, right, he had a lot of cats, and like someone called like animal control on him, and he got him taken away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was this text before or after his cats got taken away?
I don't know. I don't know much about him.
Jen, do you know?
I've heard of this text. I did not know it was from Terry, but what you just read, I saw. Is it black with white writing?
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue it was her.
Sorry.
I literally just found out about it.
And Brooke?
I had no idea at all, but I do know that Dee was blamed for this all over Reddit, and everybody thought it was Dee. And
I didn't know that. I didn't know everybody.
Will says I know.
Since your text came out and we were talking about everything is when I found all this out. So, like about Dee being blamed and everything else, because I try not to go to Reddit. But
I never go there.
And so I'm just not understanding if I just there's so much I don't understand right now.
I just got a text that Real had his cats taken away before this text came through. So, which makes it even worse because whatever cats he was left with, then he gets this text saying, I'm gonna get the rest of them. And Lily, just so we're clear, this was 100% Terry Lynn.
I did not see her phone. I told her about the app that night, helped her download it. She said, I sent a message to him. She gave me his phone number. I sent a message to him from a text app that said like, hey, bitch, or something like that. And then the next morning, all that came out. So I did not see her phone, but she was laughing about fucking with him. And I didn't know she was going to do that. I laugh about fucking with Jen all the time. And I know that that's immature. So, but I've never tried to hurt anybody. And I feel like now it's hurting people. And Jen, if I've hurt you doing that, I'm sorry.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I wasn't there with her. I know that she mentioned cats to me, like saying, say you're going to do something. I don't remember exactly what she said about the cats, but I was like, no, I'm not going to. I was just like, hey, bitch, or something like that. And then I told her to download the app, and then she took it from there. And then because I had gone to bed. It was late at night, and then the next morning it was all this came out about him. I didn't know people were blaming D for it or anything like that. I thought, and again, I thought that was a little wacky of her doing that, but I also, that was just after, I don't know if anybody saw the live that Jen set me up with for him to be on my live and to go psycho on me. So I was pretty pissed at him at that point. And not that that excuses what she said or anything like that, but I really didn't look too much into it and thought maybe she'd had too much to drink, went a little bit too far, something like that.
Because, you know, when we spoke on the phone, you're like, I know 100% that it was Terry that sent, you know, Real that text that night. And that's why you said, like, you felt bad because you knew that you said, although I'm certain that that Terry sent those texts to Real, I can't be fully certain with you, John, but I'm 99% sure that it was Terry.
No, she sent them to Real.
Yeah, so right. Lily, point blank. Terry sent those texts to Real. So Real, if you're watching, Merry Christmas. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Whatever. And so we have it on record now that Terry Lynn sent those horrible texts to Real, calling him the N-word, calling him, saying that she was going to murder his cats. No, we're talking about Real, not us now. This is Real. And this is 100% viably Terry Lynn. And it was so... Because
and I should have said something then, like listening to it.
It's fine. I'm
it's
happy.
Not fine, but I thought she was hurt because she had paid his rent. I didn't, as far as like seeing the N-word, and I didn't really look at them on Reddit.
Well, that's like the second line in the sentence. You know, Terry Lynn writes Real, hey N. I mean, like that's how it is. It's like the second line. But let's move on. All right, people are asking in the comments, what happened that night that you were at her house that made you want to leave and then like delete your social media and hide? Like what happened that you were like, I need to like not only get away from her, but hide from the world?
I really just wanted to, it just started making me think, like with recapping stuff, like when people seem off, like Amzie seems a little off to me, but to get to this certain point, it's like we're all a little bit off if we're YouTube, you know what I mean? Like there's a little crazy in me, I'll admit that, you know what I mean? But there's a difference between crazy and crazy, in my opinion. And I just thought, like, after I left there, like, my God, I'm not going to continue to mess with people who are unwell. It was just a real reality check. Without saying too much about her home, because again, Terry Lynn, she didn't threaten me, nothing like that.
I'll say it, the home's a mess, and she has a lot of nerve talking about Jen Bailey's house. When, you know what, watching the videos I saw, I would eat off the floors in Jen Bailey's house before I ever went to Terry's. That just to give you.
And the videos that I took, and I feel bad. I took them in case something happened because I wanted people to know where I was, and that's why I did the live. And
you actually had to call somebody and hide in the kitchen in Terry's house. Don't mention who, but you actually had to call somebody and say, "Hi, I'm at Terry's house, and if no one ever sees me again, you know why." And you had to whisper it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I also, I mean, somebody's saying this isn't proof. I really, I'm not going to release the videos. I hope you don't, John, because that's just,
I have them.
Don't release them, please.
I'm not. I told you I wouldn't, and I won't.
Because I feel like that's going too far. Like it, but she did at one point pat the couch and told me she had an arsenal underneath the couch.
Of weapons.
And I was very, very comfortable with people coming in and out of the house. They were obviously not accustomed to guests being over. My friend was there and was very freaked out. It was just a bad feeling. And the reason I'm saying this is because if you all are, she's not who she portrays herself to be. And again, she's not done she's not threatened me, anything like that, but she's getting a lot of people subscribing to her that she's getting money from, that, and maybe information. She scares me. And I felt terrible when I saw, and people assume when they see that I know all this background on people. Like, I came onto the scene just with Tracy and like follow very few creators. I know you have a huge channel. I've watched it maybe 2 or 3 times because I just haven't been on this podcast scene or this YouTube channel scene. So I don't know all the background on everyone. I was scared. And I deactivated because I thought I've always said if anything ever messed with my real life, because I don't understand why people get CPS calls and cops called and stuff like that, and like that's enough to get me off of YouTube. Like, you can have the channel if you're gonna do that. And that's one reason I'm scared, is that I don't want her to contact my real life or mess that up in some way. But I don't feel right
And
about
that's the same reason why Brooke's afraid right now too.
I don't feel like what she's doing is right with other people. And I feel like everybody kind of argued and stuff before she came on the scene, but it's gotten very dark. And when I saw the live you did, and I only found out about that from Brooke and heard the text you were reading. I thought, oh my God, and the cops were coming, and saw the picture of your door and stuff. Like, I thought I would be in a corner rocking. Like, that's not, like, I have to say something. That's not.
People in the comments, why did she leave? Why was she scared? I think that Lily is trying to be like
polite,
reserved, and
I'm
respectable.
trying to be polite and not tell the details of someone's
right.
house.
Obviously, she was there. She was spooked, and she needed to leave because what you said.
She had not been to sleep. She had not been to sleep in 24 hours. She was all over the place.
And she told you that.
Mm-hmm. And just saying very odd things. When I asked about Wi-Fi, she acted like she didn't know what. She was not in her right. She was running back and forth to the restroom, back and forth to the kitchen. And there were things.
Lily, just go ahead and say it. Say it. Just say it all. Mention it all. I'll pull up Bethany right now because
I mention it all. I don't want to be tacky because she was not rude to me in her home, and I would not like it if someone talked about my house in a bad way or something like that. But it wasn't an episode of Hoarders, but it was close. And
I've seen the footage, and she's right.
And there were 2 computers that had ashes all over them and an alarm clock, and it made me, I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible.
Behavior too.
Brooke, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Anything you want to add?
No, that's what I was asking. I think that everybody's really, concentrating on but I think it was also behavior wise too that threw Lily off, because like we all saw Lily's live.
I didn't see her do any drugs, and it was not a trap house. The people coming in and out were people that her children were coming in and out, and they were obviously not accustomed to someone else being there. And it was odd. And Somebody saying you'll insinuate it. Did she, what? Oh, she invite, and that's what another thing that was. So a messy house spooked you? No.
She seriously had to like sneak into the kitchen and call somebody and say, "Listen, I'm here." In case no one ever sees me again.
Gone home and deleted 2 years worth of stuff on my Instagram and my YouTube because the messy house spooked me. No. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to warn people a little bit that it's not. If people are off, if they seem a little off, then they're a little off. If someone streams 9 hours a day, that's a little off.
9 hours.
I mean, at some point, yeah.
That's being generous. 9 hours.
Oh.
Speaking about live streams that go, I don't know, 20, 40, 60 hours long.
27 hours.
When you were there, AT2. What's up, AT2? Let me give a shout out to AT2 in the chat right now. How you doing, AT2? Hope everything's working out for you. Nice to see you in my chat. I appreciate that. How long would you say, Lily, that you were at her house that night?
About 30 minutes.
It's been alleged that someone who does, you know, I mean, I did one 8-hour stream once and I got my ass handed to me. One time. But someone who routinely does like 27-hour lives, 48-hour lives, still awake, you would think that someone would need something to keep them going. You know, who stays up for that long on a live? And, you know, I've been called the litany of things about me. Now, you were there for about a half hour, you said?
Mm-hmm.
How many times did Terry Lynn go into the bathroom while you were there?
At least 3 or 4. And I mean, it's right by the couch. And I guess why I'm being so reserved about it is because I just kind of want to warn people, and because of what happened with your text messages, but I don't want to shame anyone's home or anything like that. She was all over the place 3 or 4 times running to the bathroom. Something was not right. It was not right enough for me to come home and cry on a live and think about deactivating until I got an outpouring of people in my small following compared to this that just said, please don't deactivate, take a break. And I said I was going to. And I'm not saying she's running a trap house. I didn't see her do any drugs. I didn't see anything like that. It was odd. And it was, when I asked for the Wi-Fi password, she called several times for a child that was not there upstairs. One of the children had to come down and say, that kid's not here.
And we have that on video. She was not right in the head. Right, Lily? I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
You know, what Lily told me was that as soon as she got there, Terry Lynn was like, "Oh, I haven't slept since like, you know, 2 days ago, last night or the day before." What was it? What did she tell you when you first got there?
That, well, as soon as I got there, and she had told me, I think on the phone, that she had not slept yet, and I was like, "Oh God, like, are you okay?" And then she was very concerned about. She said someone was calling her, blowing her phone up about not being included in a mod chat, and it was just, and I said, we'll talk about it when we get there. And as soon as we got in there, she had one of her children open the door for us. And it was just, as soon as she walked in, it was just, I knew I wanted to get out of there as soon as I walked in.
Right? Like, yeah, like I don't know how people in the chat don't understand. Like, I know like there's like, you know, people, Terry Center people here, it's like, you know, but like, I don't know how anybody can't understand what's being said right now. Like, it's Jen. How about you? What are your thoughts so far?
I'm not really
Jen,
surprised.
Jen, is this cohesive to you, Jen?
I knew from day one something wasn't right. I'm sorry you were scared, Lily. I feel bad I had you blocked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were scared.
I'm sorry it makes zero sense, but she's not she's not who she portrays herself to be. And when people seem off, then they're off, and she's off. And when she patted the couch and said, I have an arsenal underneath here, that scared the shit out of me.
Okay. Let me try, like, to people who are confused, who are just joining. Lily went to Terry's house to do a live. Lily got there. Lily and her friend were like, got there. A lot of stuff happened where they didn't feel comfortable. Whether it being the house was dirty, too many bathroom trips, her having to sneak into the kitchen. You know, a lot of stuff happened where Lily wanted to leave quickly with her friend. In that time, you know, was it during that time where you told her about the text apps and all that stuff? Or was that
before? That was several weeks before, when she texted Real, and she said, and she actually gave me some money, and I will cash app it back to her or something. She threw $40 at me and was like, let's take so-and-so down or whatever. And I was like, what do you mean take them down? Like, and I didn't even know who she was talking about. And I know the details, like the way I'm saying it. Hopefully the people that know me know that I have some credibility and some of the stuff in my mind. Brooke, did I sound scared when I talked to you? Like, I was
terrified. And that's like the big takeaway. And not only that, but the reason I'm so upset is because it kind of solidified, like, I was under attack too. And I didn't know it because she never told me. Other people told me, and it was very clear. And so I didn't understand what was going on either. Like, I thought this person was my friend, and she's calling me all these horrible names and all these things behind my back and plotting on me and removing me. And I wasn't blowing her phone up. I mean, Lily heard her that night on the phone, you know, just berating and calling me names and everything else. And I was none the wiser. I spoke to her the next day on the phone, and everything was just fine. And Lily ended up calling me, and we've only had spoke on the phone a couple times. And even though I knew all of this was going on with me personally, Lily confided with me to the point I did not tell John, I did not tell Dee, I did not tell a single soul, because not only because I told her I wouldn't, but because at that point I got scared too, because of the level of fear she was in. This isn't something, and it wasn't, everybody's trying to put it down to a messy house. It has nothing to do with it. On any given day, my house isn't clean. It has nothing to do with that at all.
And that's why I didn't want to go there. Like, you know, there was a lot of reasons why. There was a lot of reasons why Lily wanted to leave.
Lily's scared right now too, and we know that. We know that.
You know,
I didn't want to be up there
respectful of, like, you know, all the reasons why. Everyone's like, why did she leave? Why, you know, she's trying to be respectful and, like, not like go into, like, you know,
a situation.
Yeah, like, you know, she's, you know,
situation why she's there.
There were things with the kids that were weird to her. You know, like, there was a lot of stuff. You know, and we're trying to be respectful to her children, but it was a weird night, and that's up to Lily if she wants to.
Also, could I just expunge a little bit more, like, on how important this is? Because, like, she was telling me that the day I told John to go into that chat with him and her, and that they were having about John, the one that kind of caused everybody to get in an argument, that I was telling him to go in there and defend himself, and they're talking, and then I provided the proof, you know, that I wasn't lying about that. I told him to go in there and apologize. I told him to go in there and apologize to everybody, all the mods, everybody that was involved. And she just took this and said I was a liar, telling everybody that I was friends with that I was a liar. And I knew all this. And then secondary to this, Lily comes to me with this stuff, is scared to death. I had to convince her for like a week I wasn't recording her. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I wasn't going to do anything. And even me knowing that, I still kept that under the vest for Lily. And so if I don't know what has gone on, but this woman was terrified. So if she can't get this all out in a cohesive way so that y'all could understand it, then it's probably because she's really scared still. And you've got to understand, they live.
She's very scared, and so is Brooke. To be honest with you, like
he lives close to me. The reason I deactivated my social media, people keep asking why deactivate because of that, is because I had started doing lives and stuff where I was just recapping like what Amzi was saying or what Jen was saying. And I'm thinking like, it never occurred to me that some people might be literally unwell and that I'm fucking with people that are, I'm sorry, messing with people that are unwell. And that it just was too close to home. Like so, it's not, I no longer want to make my content messing with people that are unwell. And I'm not a psychiatrist. It was my feeling of the house and of the environment and watching and seeing the texts about raping cats and John and turn your lights on and off. Like that is,
and that's what brings us
right. It's going too far. Like at what point, like why terrorize other people? Why can't you just have a channel and let other people exist? Like that's not what I started doing this to do. And I don't want to mess with anyone that is mentally not there all the way. And that's just it. And I don't want to attack people in real life. And that's one reason I deactivated. I'm scared. I don't know that she can find out where I live or anything like that, but it's scary to me.
I'm sorry. I'm annoyed. Here's the thing. Whether like you don't understand why Lily was at the house or why she had to leave or escape or whatever, something bad happened there. And Lily is being very, very respectful towards Terry. And she's not putting everything out there. There was obviously a reason why she had to leave in a hurry with her friend. Like normal people don't act like that in a half. You know, they were supposed to go there, do lives, have fun. They brought like drinks, right? Like you guys are gonna have fun and hang out. And like within like what, a half hour, an hour? What?
I made up an excuse to leave.
You had to go. And Lily is being extremely respectful to Terry in saying and not saying why she had to go. But she had to leave. And then Lily disappeared after it to the point where Terry Lynn was saying, "Where's Lily? Where's Lily? Where's Lily?" Because she knew what happened when Lily was there.
And it was obvious to her, and she may be surprised because I acted like nothing was wrong. I just blocked her on everything because I didn't want to have the conversation. I felt like she was unstable, and I felt like she was. What is the purpose if no proof? I don't know.
Well, especially since she told you that, you know, she has a bunch of guns that you're sitting on top of. Like, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird stuff you would say to somebody who's just coming to your house for the first time. Oh, hey, y'all. Come take a seat on my couch because I got guns underneath it. You know, stuff that nobody says ever to new people at their house.
And there's nothing, people are asking, go to the authorities. There's nothing to go to the authorities about. I mean, I didn't witness a crime or anything there. And I don't have somebody saying, do I have proof that she sent the text to Real? No, I didn't record the conversation we had.
But you told her on the phone.
Yeah. And there was no I mean, what am I going to do? Just go, because look at what you guys are saying now. Like, and if I went to the police with like, there was no crime I saw committed. It was just off. It was very, very off. And it spooked me.
And that's like another confusing thing. You know, Terry Lynn came off like, you know, oh, I pay real, like AT2 just said, I pay Real's rent. I give Amzi $1,000 a month. Like, right, Jen? Like, you know, she's all set. Brooke, like, she's like, you know, this is Terry Lynn paying Real his rent or giving Amzi lots of money and all this stuff. And now she's begging people for cataract surgery. Wait, what? Huh? Like, I don't
think that's, and I know that there are some, without again being vague, because I'm not going to say anyone else's names. I know there are some other people that have become scared of her a little bit.
Well, I know you are. I know Brooke is, and I am. So, Jen, are you scared of Terry? Jen don't give a fuck about nobody. She's like, I don't care. Go ahead. Keep going.
I mean, that's just it. I don't want to.
On you for no reason. It's just kind of frightening. Sorry, go ahead, Lily.
The whole situation freaked me out, and I thought, oh my God, like I have gone too far. I've met someone that I don't know really, but I'd met her before, and there were other things that I told you guys on the phone that I don't want to say here that led me to believe that it was safe to go over there. And I didn't feel safe, and I didn't feel right. I
think everyone's scared because, like, you know, Terry knows where they work and their names and their addresses, and especially with Lily, like they're like in like the same radius, like, you know, they're both in the same area. So yeah, it's scary, especially what we know that Terry's capable of now. Like, you know, we know now that Terry told Lily that she sent that to Real. We know that. And if you were to make an educated guess, Lily, did Terry send those texts to me?
They are very similar. Yes, I would be pretty. I'm 99% sure she did, and I can't.
And here we go. And now, first off, I know I'm blowing up. You guys over here, like my phone won't stop ringing. I don't know what to fucking do. I'm sorry.
Silence it. They do it to me all the time.
What?
Do not disturb or silence.
Clint said silence.
Silence notifications. Silence notifications.
Hey, Lily. I noticed some missed calls. Did you try reaching out to me when I had you blocked about this?
Yeah.
Give me a second so I can. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
No, I tried calling you earlier tonight. I just. I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad? Because you were frightened.
Well, people are asking, like, what proof do you have? What proof do you have? Like,
you do understand she has.
I hate that question. The proof is that she told you on the phone, and you're not a piece of shit who records phone calls.
Yeah. And you guys, look, I had all this stuff up on my Instagram, my YouTube. I've taken it all down. I was ready to go. I was that uncomfortable.
And oh my God, there's so many. There's now everybody. See what happens when you're a whistleblower, Lily? You know why I'm getting blown up? Because everybody that Terry's fucked over is now coming to me, and that's why my phone is blowing up the way it is right now.
Drop the link. You get your all-nighter in.
No, fuck that.
I'm kidding. I'm just saying, like, if people
Terry
come
wants to do some of her good stuff, like, you know, I don't know. So, but that's why my phone's blowing. Because now, thank you, and like, I want to give a lot of credit to Lily for being, you know, there's a lot going on with being the whistleblower, and thank you, because now you hear all the dings and everything. That's everybody coming to me right now saying how Terry screwed them over.
I had to turn my notifications off. I'm getting the same thing right now. Jen, you were right.
Oh my God, this is insane. This is insanity.
I've literally had 3 people. That's why I had to turn my notifications off. That just said, "I guess you were right, Jen."
So just so we're clear, let's do an update because we're at 900 people and an hour long. That we have confirmed that Terry Lynn sent those horrible texts to Real. That is 100% confirmed.
Full transparency, I showed her how to do it with the app, and I sent one that said that said "Hey bitch" or something like that. I don't know exactly what it said, but it did not say anything about cats, or it said, "Hey, I didn't realize she was going to take it this far."
And let me reread this to the new people here. So this is 100% confirmed that Terry Lynn sent this to Real after someone called, like, what is it, ASPCA, animal control on Real to get like his cats taken away. This is what Terry Lynn, which is confirmed that Terry Lynn sent to Real. Bitch, N-word. That's the first two words in this text. I got your cats. And she's trying to speak like urban. Like she's trying to make it seem like it's not her speaking. I got your cats. I got a big pot. I'm about to skin them. Yo, MFers, finger licking good. You ought to try one of these. One's got in there. I got cat soup going on. I got my Louisiana seasoning and witchcraft. This is confirmed. So we have Terry Lynn confirmed to be this person who used spoof text apps to harass. I mean, this is criminal.
And what can you reread the texts that were sent to you to confirm?
I will in a second, because
can I smoke, or do you want me to just turn
Go
off?
ahead. Light them up, because this is too
Boy,
intense.
you don't even know. You don't even know. Oh my God. Everything's just falling into a big puzzle pieces just dropping, man. I've already 4, literally, just won another one.
And I'm not going to put them on screen because I'll get reported. And I'm not going to lose my channel over it. I'll post them again on Instagram if you want to see them. But
wow.
So here's what I got the other night.
Excuse me. Sorry.
From a New Jersey number. Where is it? I got so many texts between here and there. Where the hell is it? Let me go. I know I posted on my official account. Let me just go there and read them. So this is what I got the other night. Since you want to be a PUSSY ass and F with women, we coming to F you and with you and your BAP husband. Sleep with one fucking eye open, because when we're through, your ass won't be able to sit down. That's what I got. So are you gonna anal rape me because I'm gay, Terry? Like, you don't have any guns, but we do. But Terry said to Lily how she has a whole storage full of guns under her couch.
Someone's asking how she got a New Jersey number. It's an app called, I'll show it to you guys on my phone. It's called Text Free, and you can get any area code you want.
And it will get you in trouble.
And just to make a point, because I'm not familiar with this, Lily showed me and Brooke how it worked.
Do you want me to show you now? Do you want to show everybody?
Yeah, show everybody.
Okay. Hold on.
Because Lily called. Not only can you text people, but you can put somebody's phone number in there, and it'll make it come out like they're calling you.
People. I have 4 spoof numbers that talk to me daily. I have no idea who they are.
That's not me. I haven't done it since.
Do it right now, Lily. Call me as Brooke.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the app on my phone because
Call me and I'll show on the screen what happens.
okay.
It'll show up with the number that she types in on the app.
So you can make let's do a background noise. We'll make it sound like there's a police siren in the background. Okay. I'm not going to show it because it's going to, oh no, it's not. It's showing, it's not showing the numbers. Okay.
And look who's calling me.
And
See that right now?
answer it and see what you hear.
Hello? So now I think I'm talking to Brooke.
Do you hear the
Hello?
background? The sirens, you can do
Oh,
barking, you can
somebody
do,
told me about me.
do what?
Really? Somebody called and they were playing. It was, I think it was either on Amzi's channel, but not like in a bad way. But somebody played that exact same noise about me the night that the first video was dropped.
That
With
wasn't me.
me. But that was the same noise.
Yeah, but it's the app. Oh, yes. And you can like, and it won't even just show up. Like if you have the number saved in your phone, like Brooke, hold on, let me do you.
That number, when you go to your phone bill, does that number show up on your phone bill?
No, it's an app.
It does not.
The caller's phone bill as an outgoing call or an outgoing text.
Mm-mm. And these are two different apps. There's a text free and a spoof, and I have used them to message and fuck with Jen, and that's why I wanted her here because she and Jen I've just been annoying. I've never done anything too scary.
Can you just tell me like what city? Because I literally am talking to 4 different people. I got one from.
And this in since the last time you caught me mooing at you.
Why did you moo at me? That's weird. Okay. Well, I don't. Well, I mean, that's something I would do to you. I got in trouble learning it. Yeah, that bit me in the butt too. But yeah, I've got 4 different people that are calling me and texting from 4 different weird places. Like I got a Jersey, Washington D.C., Kansas, and Indiana. 4 different numbers right now.
Brooke, do you have Jen's number saved?
She better.
I'm at like 3%. Sorry, my phone's dying. I'm trying to find a charger so like
Brooke,
I also
do
wanna
you
say
have
something
Jen's
else.
number saved in your phone? Okay, watch this. Let's see. Hold on. Crap.
No, I want to wait for her to finish her thought.
You just sent it down. Just send it on.
Lily, were you just texting me like dumb stuff? You weren't sending me like the stuff from the person I have a pretty good idea who it is. Was it just like dummy stuff?
Yes. I have not sent you anything.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
It is.
And it's been a very long time. And especially okay, hold on.
I don't want to like interfere until you finish like your thought.
Oh my God, the texts I'm getting from the 4 numbers are absolutely repulsive. It's just very eerie what I'm hearing.
Well, like, are they outside your house, Jen? Like they're outside mine right now? Because I just got a text.
Okay, so look at this.
I haven't got one yet, but since you mentioned it, I'm sure it's going to pop up on my phone or Clint's very shortly.
Watch this, John. I can do this like
They're
now.
really bad.
So you could even do like say your husband is saved in your phone or whatever. You could do it even from that. Like, so I'm gonna do it. Do you have Jen's number? Well, hold
I
on.
have Jen's number on my phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
Well,
Jen.
don't call me because if you call me, it's going to drop the volume and I'll have to drop up and go up. So
Are you gonna call me as Jen?
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
I am right now. Hold on.
well, I'm on my phone, so clearly you guys know I'm not calling.
I'm waiting for my phone to ring. It's not ringing yet. There we go. And what's that say?
Now answer it.
Generally,
the background noise.
Hello? 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 Nothing. Hello?
Like crowd noise or something that was supposed to be the crowd noise. Or there's like nightclub, dogs barking, airport.
Oh my God.
I had no idea. How is this app legal? Like I don't understand how like this app could be like right. And when people say like, "Oh, I got a text from John Yates or whoever else," and it's not real, look what you know.
Remember, Jen, the night you were supposedly in the hospital and people were getting calls from you?
I didn't make any calls. I actually brought my phone log and showed everything, and I had no activity because I didn't have my phone.
Wonder why people were getting calls from you. It wasn't me.
I do remember, I think Amy said, because the night the first video dropped, I was on the phone with her. And I think she said something about getting like a text or something with the exact same ambulance noise thing that you were just. I'm pretty sure Amy said someone had texted her that. And that's why she freaked out. Because that was the night the video dropped and I lost my mind, kind of.
That wasn't me, Jen. Like, I've never done anything. You and I have
No, I
fought
don't think it was.
or to
I'm
scare
just
you.
wondering if that's exactly what Amy described. I'm pretty sure if she's in the chat, I would ask her, but I
You
think
wanna
that's,
I don't even know if I have her number, but no, I don't want to call Am. You guys get the point.
Now, I also want to play something. First off, not that this guy needs any help from me because I can't stand him, but I want to circle back to the time when I was on Terry's channel that day with Christy Denver and the others, and I was, blindsided. Terry told me a few hours before that live in the morning and how she loved me. But here's the thing that Terry told me, how she texts Yahoos, and I hate him, but I'll throw you a bone. How she texts Yahoo's wife and calls Yahoo's wife every day and his mom and the rest of his family because she doesn't like him. I mean, I can't stand him, but she told me that on the phone, how she's been interfering with Yahoo and his wife and his mom, and his dad just died and whatever. And she does it like not only every day, but multiple times a day. So you're welcome on that one. And also, this is crazy. This is so next level crazy where I have to go live and defend Yahoo. Like, this is how crazy this is.
And I genuinely apologize to you. For some reason, I feel like I'm responsible for this. I didn't.
no, you're not.
I didn't. No, I really just used it to mess with Jen. Like, I didn't know it was going to be taken this far. And I never did anything to scare Jen or anything like that. It was just because.
We do stuff like that when getting our, but that's like close friends / people that I've known Lily since the podcast. We do stuff to annoy each other, not this dark stuff.
I don't like that it's going dark where people are being threatened to be raped and stuff like that. That's why, I mean, I just can't.
Ixnay on the 8th ray.
I'm sorry. Where people are threatening to be art or S8 or whatever we're supposed to say.
Lily's not responsible. Lily showed her this app, and then Terry ran with it. Like, that's what this is. I'm not mad, not one iota at Lily. She just showed her an app, and then Terry took the ball with it and just, that's it. And then you have Terry and someone else poaching And I approve of this too.
The texter reel did have. I showed her the app before I went to her house. Like that.
And then Terry told Lily that she sent them. So, I mean, Lily's not a scumbag who records phone calls. I'm sure that she would have, you know, put it up there. But, you know, I don't record phone calls. You never see me post a phone call I've ever had with somebody, not once in 10 years. But Terry confirmed to Lily that she sent Real that text calling him N-word. She's going to fillet his cats, do this, that, and the other to him. And then I get almost an identical text the same way. And I knew that night. Everyone's like, why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you call the police that night? And I'm like, and I knew in the back of my head, that's Terry. I knew. But the thing that spooked me that night was that, like, you know, me and Cody went outside, and after we were getting the texts, like, we're watching you, we're doing this, you know, don't move your car, don't do this, like, you know, whatever. We're driving down like your cross street, and we put the outside light on, and like 30 seconds later, it was like, who told you to put your light on? And that scared the shit out of us. The literal shit. Where at that point, I was like, do we just leave? Like, what do we do? And that's why our mattress, like, this is how we have to live now because of this. Thank you, Terry. Our mattress, there's our bed right there on our living room floor. There's Cody. And there's our mattress because I'm too afraid to sleep in my bedroom that's in the back of the house for a week now because I don't know, you know, it'd be one thing if our tires weren't slashed, but they were. So that means that somebody was already here. Like, if the tires were never slashed, I'd be like, oh, okay, just another asshole, like, sending us threats. But they were. So when people say we're looking at your house, we're watching you, the lights going on and off, yeah, that's scary as fuck.
Really
I mean,
quick that
imagine if I was a woman and I had kids here. Would that be so cool? Because we're two gay men with no kids and a couple of cats. That's fine with everybody. What if I was a woman married to a man, or two lesbians, or whatever, and we had children here? You're gonna say that we're watching your house?
20 minutes away from this person. That's why I'm scared.
And
she's gone live with proof. Doesn't look good on you, Lily.
Don't worry about it. Who cares?
Oh, I have all the proof from Lily right now in the videos. So if Terry wants to go that deep into it, we'll take care of that later on down the road. I don't know if Terry wants the world to see her hoarder's house. She wants to make fun of Jen Bailey for living in a dirty house. Oh, girl. I would eat off Jen Bailey's trash can before I ever ate something in your house.
That number that was sent to Real was a Texas number. And I didn't know this, but it was said the other night in her live that I had been blamed for that, those texts being sent to Real. And I never even knew that.
I told you, bro.
I was blamed. And so I'm kind of like in shock right now that it was a Texas number that was chosen. And then it was said that I was blamed for that. And I didn't even know I had been blamed for that. I never saw it.
Yeah, Brooke is stressed, and so is Lily. They're both stressed because they know that Terry will screw their lives up. They should be stressed. They are deathly afraid of Terry because they know what Terry's capable of. That's why I said if anything happens to Brooke,
I'm going to take all the proper things that I've got to do.
If anyone goes after Brooke or Lily after this, you know who did it. And it's on record.
She better not call anything that's going on with me right now either. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like going through something very personal over the videos, and my child is involved, and like she better leave me alone. Like honestly, please.
Wait. Someone's asked a good question. How does this all relate to the mod drama? Well, it's Terry Lynn was behind the scenes with everybody. Like, oh my God. What gets me so mad and upset is that people think, oh, I have my hands, do my dirty work. I want to know, to my haters, like what they think I do in a day. Like, first and foremost, I am looking for stories for 90 Day Fiance, for Housewives, for Sister Wives, for everything else. That's what I do. I don't have time to go in other people's YouTubes to make fake phony accounts, to do this, to do that, like everything I'm guilty of, like what they say I'm guilty of. I don't. There's not enough minutes in the day for me to do all this. Also, I don't have any control over what my mods or my members do. Zero. I don't know if Julie's still here, but I fight with Julie all the time about don't post about these people. Stop. You know, and Julie's like me. She's like, you know, people lie about me. I want to clear my name. And I get that. But it's at some point, it's the same people who keep constantly lying. And then, like, you know, you get back to them.
And like I said before.
And Terry Lynn also admitted to calling Yahoo's wife and
what?
And mother.
Wow.
And
yet
you were in the hospital, Jen. Like,
well, I want to get Julie up here. Well, I yell at Julie all the goddamn time. Like, don't look at Reddit. Don't look at, you know, don't repost. Don't do, you know, me and Julie have this fight all the time. Cause like, you know, Julie's like my top mod. And when Julie, you know, reacts to something, it's people see it as though I'm telling Julie to do it. It's Julie doing it because she doesn't want her name being besmirched. Just like I don't want my name being besmirched.
She's gonna screw up what's going on with my kid. I already freaking know it. I already know it.
Oh Lord, Amzi's here. It's a real free for all now.
I'm not being Amzi or not talking, but Amzi told me some of the same things, like especially the racist stuff. There's a lot, and I'm not getting along with her at all. But she's been the stuff Amy said. It was accurate.
From one of my top mods, just sent me, not Julie. Right now, as we speak, Terry Lynn is leaving them voicemails and threatening voicemails, and that she's going to go live again. I got it. Here's like the point of this conversation.
I've been hiding in a closet twice a freaking.
We're sleeping on our mattress on our living room floor, Jen.
Dude, I got a threat about her freaking like baby dad, and I've been hiding in the closet sometimes. The cops have been, I understand my part with the video, but like one of the people that was supervised to stay with my daughter, she put his whole information up down to his children last week. I had an officer come here because she put all of his information out. So CPS, I'm going to have to call them tomorrow because I've already had to call about Terry Lynn.
And I don't want to talk about this again, I promise you. And I'm not even trying to like dog Amzi. Like I don't, you know, whatever. Amzi's never in my chat ever. So obviously there's a lot of people watching this right now. But here's the thing. Here's like the takeaway from this live. Terry Lynn sent that horrendous text message saying that she confirmed to Lily on the phone. Yeah, there's no text. There's no I guess if we had to get Lily and Terry to do a lie detector test, a la Jerry Springer or Maury Povich, we'll get there at one point. But as for now, we don't have the means to do that. Okay. But I take what Lily said as fact, because she has I never talked to her before. She has absolutely no reason to lie to me. So much so that after she left Terry Lynn's house that night, she disappeared. She took her accounts down, and this is the first time she's been back since then.
And that tells you that's somebody that was scared,
and she was scared to death, just like Brooke is scared to death about what Terry Lynn's going to do to her, just being here on my live, sitting here and supporting both me and Lily.
And I'll tell you guys, I have not been perfect. I showed her the app. I have prank called Jen a ton of times. Like I'm not an angel, like, but I never took it to the point, like when it's taking it to the point of R-ing people and watching people, like I never used it for that. And I feel bad, so bad that I showed, but if she's a private investigator, I would have assumed she knew this already.
But she needs money for cataracts.
How did she get everyone's phone numbers and addresses? Because people give them to her. And that's the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
I didn't know she had my address until she told me I had a Christmas card on the way. And I'm like.
And Lily's credible. Like, she's been like in like articles and magazines, like her work with Bravo. And by the way, let's all welcome Lily she's my new panelist for Housewives. Welcome, Lily. Woo!
If I'm still alive tomorrow, thank you.
But I mean, like I can't even describe to you how fearful both her and Brooke were about doing this live about Terry, because they don't want their jobs being screwed with. They don't want their family being screwed with. They don't want their lives being screwed with, but they knew the truth. And especially Lily, she knows. And like it.
Somebody's asking why, like, what proof do I have? Just that I am saying that I heard it. Like, that's the only proof. I didn't record the conversation. But you guys go ahead. Like, go ahead and.
I believe Lily, because she had no reason.
She recorded everybody.
She had no reason to come and talk to me, and like no reason. Like she felt bad, and she came to me. She, like, this conversation today that we had would never have happened. I would never have known, and whatever. But here we are, because it was like eating at her that, like, this was happening. And it
Yes, Grace, I did all this just to get on panel. That was not.
Is she called me and told me this, and I called and I asked her, can I tell John in confidence what you just told me, because at least that might give him some closure. None of this organically happened on accident. All of this did, every last piece of this. She was on the phone with me. I said, can I please call John and at least just tell him? She said, you got to tell him to promise not to say anything. I don't want anybody knowing about this. I don't want to be implicated in this. I don't want anybody to know. And that's where she said, can you call him on three-way? I said, absolutely. In fact, I'll call him on three-way. I said, I trust John. I said 100%. If I tell him not to say nothing, he is not going to say anything. At that point, I have not told a soul.
Let's play some of the audio. Yeah, Lily? Yeah. Let's play some of the audio.
Well, let me finish this thought really quick. And then when we got on the phone, they started talking. We had, like John said, a long conversation. It kind of all went all different directions. And here we are. The panelist stuff started because John didn't know who Lily was. And I was like, well, Lily, y'all have a lot in common, actually. He does Bravo. You've done Bravo. Send him this and that. And he was like, you don't say. Because he always asked me to come on panel to do Housewives. I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to sit there and pretend like I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what to do.
How dare you.
It just worked out that way. So it's not like oh, so she's a panelist now. It just happened that way on a 2-hour phone call. That's it. So I just want to throw everybody's suspicions and assertions to the road. Y'all don't understand what the fee, like, I can't explain it. She came to me, like she said, as somebody that, as a medical professional, more or less. I wasn't about to
That's
tell
the
a
one.
soul.
Lily does not get rattled very easy, okay? And I said this because I don't need proof because I know her.
Here
This
is
not easy
audio
for her to do this.
of Terry Lynn saying to Lily and her friend at the house, let's just get high and drunk. Here you go.
There were a couple short intervals.
Did you hear it?
Okay, when do y'all plan to go home?
Who's that? Will you tell Heidi my computer's not working? Maybe she can do an announcement or something.
Let's get high and drunk. Y'all heard it? I'll play it again if you didn't.
Why you shut up? We might as well just get high, get drunk.
There you go.
Okay, when do y'all plan to go home?
We might as well get high and drunk. And I could play the videos, which would make you understand why Lily had to get the fuck out of Dodge as fast as she did. But I won't do that. And if Lily wants me to post them, I will. But
I don't want to go that far unless I hopefully all I want to do is just warn people, like, be careful giving out your information. Be careful who you give your money to. Be careful if someone feels off, they're off. Like, and I am not a dumb person. I should.
Oh no, she was not joking. Let me play it again for those of you who think that she was joking, because she was certainly not joking when she said that. At that point, they couldn't connect to the internet, and she said, "Well, right, Lily, you guys couldn't connect." And she goes, "Well, because you're supposed to do live about Jen, and you couldn't connect."
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Well, let's just get high and drunk." That was not no.
She didn't know how to get on Wi-Fi.
Here we go.
Why you shut up? We might as well just get high, get drunk, and okay, when do y'all plan to go home?
I mean, like, how does someone stay up to go live 48 straight hours?
The Wi-Fi thing was bizarre.
Hey, Jen, has Clint even been going 48 hours? I'm just trying to get
Never. Yeah, one lapse. It was never again. I knew something. I mean, she lives literally for 9 and 15 hours is like an average. We know this because it's every night.
And what I will say is that her and somebody else have been messaging all my members and trying to get them to flip on me. And I saw that Terry Lynn announced her membership last night, and half the members I haven't seen in a bit are there listening to her because they reach out and poach all my members, the big members that have been around me. Well, whatever, but they have taken my members spewing lies about me, taking money out of my pocket, food out of our mouths. For what? For Terry Lynn, this new YouTube sensation? Who the fuck is Terry Lynn?
Thank you. She's taken down literally. She starts from one channel, takes it down. She started with me. No, she started stalking you, sir. And then she came to me.
I mean, Jen, at least you're dating somebody who was on TV. I have enough connections from TV, you know, like, but who is this woman who came out of nowhere saying, oh, y'all, I got 3,000 subs all out of nowhere because I can't believe that I'm growing the way that I'm growing. Hey, Amzi, since you're in the chat, can you tell us how many subs that Terry Lynn bought for you?
In a few minutes, she says, here's the truth with proof. Hashtag Lily, hashtag John Yates, hashtag 90 on blast.
Because Amzi, since you're here, Terry Lynn said that she spent thousands on you a month until you fucked her over. And then also that she bought your subs and she bought your views, just like she's doing now. So Amzi, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, because according to Terry, she made you. Amzi?
She didn't. And she's racist. Terry is really racist. I've heard it.
You know, Amzi goes live, and, you know, with over 10,000 subs, when you go into a live, you'd think there'd be more than 4 people watching. Just saying. I mean, that's a fact. Not trying to dog or shade Amzi in any other way, but, like, when she goes live, there's 4 people watching when you have over 10,000 subs. That doesn't add up. And then you have Terry Lynn on the other side of the dime saying, oh, yeah, I bought Amzi subs. I bought her views. I bought her this. I bought her that. Just like the subs that you're bragging about now, the subs that you're bragging about, Terry, like, oh, last night I got 2,800 subs. So you have more subs. I don't want to name names, but you have almost 3,000 subs, and doing this for what? 2 weeks? You got 3,000 subs in 2 weeks?
No, there's no way she's doing. Okay, listen. I did a live.
Amzi's being honest.
That content. Hang on one second, guys. I've got it. Well, I'm going to stop the camera for a second. I'll be back.
Right.
I don't know why it still has that picture on there. It should have another picture, but there's Tracy.
But Amzi's being honest. She didn't buy subs, but she bought live views twice. She did not spend that. Well, Amzi, better be careful.
TL said.
Because TL's saying that she spent thousands on you a month between super chats. Am I the only one who knows this? And Jen, you know this. Brooke, you know this.
I know for a fact. She bought one time. She bought views, and Amy didn't even know it. And then, like, the numbers like skyrocketed. And she told me
with a YouTube channel should know that you shouldn't fucking do it. The second that YouTube finds out there's any like weirdness going on, you'll lose your channel.
I mean, that's what she wanted anyway. That's why she said that she had her channel was to throw strikes for Amy if she needed to. I told Amy she's going to take your subs. She's going to take other people's stuff, leave their channel in distress, and then she'll become a channel person. And guess what? I told Amy that 4 months ago, and it's all going and taking place. I called this. She's weird. I've always said that.
It's just amazing to me. And like for Terry to go and poach my and IG phone call my biggest supporters and my members and had them flip. I was watching Terry's live last night. I'm like, oh, look at them. Oh, look at her. Look at her. And I'm like, oh, that's where they've been.
Yep.
And I know from people who are stupid to believe her lies that said, Terry Lynn's been calling me nonstop, 20 times a day on Instagram, trying to get me to flip on you. And then I had to watch her start a membership where people are paying her money and sending her super chats for surgery she doesn't need, or like, I don't know. It's very weird. Go ahead, Jen.
I said this, dude, she's dark. There's something very dark and not right. That's why I will always turn my phone off mid talking to her, because I couldn't. There was just something so with the voice, and she always was recording somebody. She even recorded Heidi once when I was on the phone with her. Heidi, Amber, she didn't get Brooke. I don't believe that she got you, but like she was always 2 cell phones and a tablet. I would just hang up the phone and turn it off. You can ask Clint because I
Are you
couldn't
there,
handle
Lily?
talking to you. Huh?
Are you there, Lily? No, Lily, are you still there? She's probably like doing something. This
She's
is wild.
probably-
You know, and just so we're all like up to date again, Terry Lynn, 100%, according to what Terry told Lily on the phone, sent those texts to Real about calling him an N-word, killing his cats, saying how she's going to put them in the soup. And I get the same exact pattern and wordage to my phone. I knew it was Terry who said that to me when that happened.
When you read that, I was like, well, there's 2 spoof numbers. 2 of them I know who it is, but the other 2 is just as dark as stuff that you're saying. I have it on my phone. I'll send it to you. It's disgusting. For me to say that, it's disgusting. She freaks me out. That freaking husband of hers freaks me out. Like the gun thing, that doesn't surprise me because that's what scared me about that weird husband guy.
And what bothers me is that Terry ingratiated herself into like, you have a nice rack, Lily. Just saying. You have like you can fill out a sweater. You know, just saying. I appreciate breasts. I'm a gay guy, but I like a good rack. So I had a
All
compliment.
gay guys do for some reason.
Your tits knock me off balance. What was I saying? I love a good rack. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I might be like 90% gay, but like I still like the tits. I want to grab them. Wait. What was I saying before? Your breath knocked me off course. What was it?
Now I know why you disappeared. Somebody just asked me yesterday, and I said, well, either something really bad rattled her, or, you know, she does this. She'll just kind of like leave, and it's usually something really, really big. And I didn't know she was scared in that woman's house. That does not resonate well with me, John, honestly, knowing that she was scared in her house.
She has 37 people waiting.
So what?
Well, we have 900 people here, so we're good.
I think you're protected, girl. I just don't want her going. I know what she's gonna do, and I'm calling the caseworker first thing in the morning.
And Terry should be careful because we have the videos. We have videos from her house, and we're not posting anything or not saying anything about it. But I'd be super careful if I were you, Terry Lynn, on how you.
She did all my videos to the Not Telling channel, all of them. The Not Telling channel that I had to take down. All the videos of the lives from day one was Terry Lynn, and nobody would believe me.
She's also not the only one who knows people in this area and can look up information.
Brooke. Are you okay, girl?
It's just a lot because, like I said, it's just a lot. She's was supposed to be my friend, all of our friends, and I've sat on this. I've sat on the stuff that I know for 2 weeks now that I know that she's been doing to me behind the scenes that people were nice enough to tell me about. And, you know, it makes me sad, and it makes me really question my ability to judge people's character when they go after me for no reason. I was a friend to her.
I'm not laughing at you, Brooke. I'm laughing at this comment. Has CL done anything to Jen Bailey? That's why I laughed. Go ahead.
She sent pictures of my dead mother to Amy.
Keep going.
Oh my God, dude.
I've never said anything publicly. I know every single thing that she's been saying about me, about how I'm a lying C word and all these other things. And I haven't lied about anything. I have been honest. I have stood in my honesty and truth from the beginning about everything, even when it was the hardest thing for me to do. And I've been warned, I've been told, and maybe even before it happened, I was warned, and I didn't want to believe it. Just like Lisa just said, I chose not to listen, and it pisses me off, and it hurts it hurts that somebody that I trusted and told I loved on the phone and will get off the phone and tell somebody that she hates me and she doesn't like it, and it's just mind-blowing to me, like, especially when you don't do anything wrong to this person and they just decide they freaking hate you. And it hurts my feelings.
Should I
I feel
drop
sorry
the
for
link?
Lily. I feel sorry for you, John. I feel sorry for everybody, because
She called my mom's freaking rehabilitation place while my mom was dying, and then
Terry.
called Amy and called me a liar.
Terry. Who?
Terry did.
until
Oh.
today, I didn't know about that till today.
She took pictures of my dead mother and sent them when my mom died and sent them to Amy. Ask her.
She's not live yet.
She called where my mom was dying.
And she's been blamed for so much of this. I mean, she's gotten so much blame for stuff, the Ren things, and sending other people messages from these apps and stuff. And it's just really it breaks my heart that, like, if it's Terry Lynn doing this and Dee's getting blamed for it, where was the disconnect there?
Yeah, and there's stuff we're not saying to protect other people. Like, I know it doesn't sound cohesive or whatever. Somebody said they were confused why Jen is here, because I wanted Jen to be here because I know Terry Lynn's going to say that I prank call people and stuff. And Jen, like, there's evidence. Yes, I do. Why would I be here confessing, like, that I do this immature stuff for no reason? And who was John on the phone with?
I've heard that suspicion too, Baked Beans. Somebody else said the same thing. I can't remember who it was, but again, I didn't want to believe that. There's no proof of that either. That suspicions, those accounts have been blamed on several people. But
Yeah.
when I hear Lily flipping out, and we all saw it. I mean, why would I sit there and
How do we
y'all
know
don't
someone
understand.
isn't setting TL up? You don't, Lisa.
about me? And for no
Sorry,
reason.
I'm working on another witness right now. That's why I'm muted, because I don't want to
And
hear.
I'm not trying to be. This has nothing to do. I did not. You can ask John. You can ask Lily. You can ask Jen. I told that. I mean, there's text I can prove it. That I'm going. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's not only out of fear. It's just. It is out of fear, actually. Whenever somebody tells you, when I did talk to her that other day on the phone when she was hating me and mad at me, we were talking about my house, and she said to me, I said something about wanting to get a smaller house. I don't like cleaning this big house. The older girl, our last oldest, girl is leaving the house in a year and a half, and that it will just be, our family will have condensed. And then she told me, I said, our house is worth X amount of dollars now. And then I said, she goes, your house isn't worth that much. Your house is worth this much. And I was taken aback, and I was like, what? She's like, girl, you don't get that right, or the square footage of your home right. And I'm not going to lie, I guess that was meant to freak me out, and it did. She had told me when we first started being friends that she had already looked up all my stuff.
And there's people in here. There's someone that messages me on Instagram all the time that I really like, that is saying that they're asking for proof. Like, I'm not. I already feel kind of shitty doing this, but I feel compelled to do it because of what happened to John and what could potentially happen. And showing the proof would be really shitty. I'm not going to do that. And
Sorry.
And I don't have proof. I didn't record the conversation that she sent that. I don't have
proof is that she told it to you on the phone.
And I don't have any proof that she sent those texts to John. I don't.
Like, do you want Lily and me and Brooke and everyone else to be skeezy and record every conversation we have on the phone? Is that what you guys want?
Single one, never.
I never recorded a phone conversation in my life, but is that what we need to do now? Every time we talk on the phone to somebody, we need to record it because we don't know if they're going to fuck us over in a certain amount of time? Is that where we're at?
You don't have to show anything. because I'm not a crappy person. And I got out of her house a
Insane.
polite way. The reason why I recorded something in her house, do you guys think I just go over to people's houses and record them?
Right.
I did it because I felt
Lily, don't pay attention to the chat because she's got her little minions in here to aggravate you. That's the best way to not be whatever. Don't look at the chat. They're over there. They're in here to knock you off guard until she gets ready to do her 1900-hour stream.
And Amzi in here, you're no better. I mean, you are better because at least you threatened to rape me or me on camera and stuff. But I have no motive other than like I didn't want to do this, but I feel horrible that she's threatening other people, and I felt uncomfortable enough in that house to. I've never gone over to someone's house and like videoed people without them knowing it. I did it in case I felt that uncomfortable.
Dude, and there's like other stuff that she's linked to that hasn't even been discussed yet. Or
Do it for Nicholas's D. D is in the chat. Sorry, Jen.
No, there's other stuff. Like this woman, I said this on a live, and then people called me because I said she reminds me of somebody that like when you talk to her, it's an uncomfortable. Dude, like I couldn't with that woman. She made me feel just weird. And then also
talking to her, I thought she was a little off.
Brutal.
But I liked talking to her, and I feel like my judgment is way off, and that's why it threw me so off. While I was there, I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, this is the internet. I don't know this person. And that's why I'm cautioning people when you give your name, your address, all that stuff. Like, these are, some people are unwell.
I'm unwell. I don't do the things that
Here's
she
what
does.
I thought that she was an actual sent from God above whenever she came in and swooped in and helped my friend during a horrible loss in her life. She was there every second of every minute of every single day with Dee. She helped financially. She helped emotionally. She helped in every and all. And I've got live after live after live where I am singing praises and just telling her what a freaking godsend that she's been for being such a rock for my friend Dee. And to find out that behind the scenes, she's trying to turn people against me, trying to do like all these things, mind freaking blown and heartbroken. And I would have never, ever in a million years expected it. I would have never, and to be blindsided with this kind of stuff.
Pun intended.
That was funny.
I mean,
that was funny.
Seriously though, it's really been a lot to deal with. It's a lot to keep within because I didn't want to say anything to anybody. We share the same friends. We share the same mods. And I mean, I'm sure after tonight that will be a lot different, but I've done nothing to this
Well,
woman.
I'm not so sure, Brooke, because like there was like a big schism as everyone watched. And Terry Lynn was a big part of it. Even though like Terry Lynn was like never one of my
anybody that's willing to come into your box truck in your house. Shut up. Sorry, go ahead.
Terry Lynn was never one of my mods. You know, but she did a great job of ingratiating herself into like my circle. And that's like another thing that bothers me. To be honest,
I lost 2 mods and I don't even know what I did. And because of her. Or wherever she is. And now all that stuff with my mom, like, and she's, oh man, she like even telling me not to, the way that what I should do with her remains. Oh my God, man.
Well, that she called Real an N, and she was making cat soup with his cats. She called me and said that she was sitting outside of my house and watching our lights and this, that, and the other, and we're gonna get murdered.
I would be worried.
And like, I kind of wish I was a woman, because if I was a woman and I put those texts out, people would have went ham. But we're two men in a house with no kids and whatever. But imagine if any of y'all have kids. Imagine if y'all have got that text saying that we're outside your house, we're watching you put your light on and off, we see your car in the driveway. How would you feel? like,
I would go hide in the closet like I have been from her husband. All right, she is a little scary, okay? I was trying to play it cool, but she is like, she rattles me. I'm not going to lie.
She's about.
So,
I just
and
want
then-
to see what's going to happen on this.
Like, what did I?
Because I'm sure if she says I prank called someone, if she says, like, I don't know what but I've never done anything that awful in my life. Like, so I'm just interested in what she's going to say.
Well, the mods are all like, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain like the fallout that you guys watch. Like, every day I'm still like dumbfounded by things I heard, and here we are talking about it now live. Like,
Oh my God, John, remember that night when I had to verify that I wasn't somebody? She was in the room. Remember when Brooke left and you were like having the talk or whatever? She was in that private room with us and she was plotting on all of us.
Oh, no, that's my opinion.
Remember that, John? You were so upset that night and because she was going to start and Brooke had left. And she just sat up there like, yada, yada, what up?
Teresa,
And she was
if you're
plotting
watching,
on all of
Teresa,
us.
just know that Terry Lynn's coming for you next.
Julie, I'm sorry, Brooke, look at
Teresa, if you're watching
that.
this,
Julie.
Terry Lynn is coming for you next, because she put into a group chat, that who am I going to go after next? And Teresa, if you're watching, you're next. So do what you want with that info.
Somebody's wanting to know how she got involved in the mod thing. So people are in there saying, I said what I said and I meant it. Happy said, I am worried because I don't know what to believe. Oh, she's coming on.
I don't care what she says. We'll get on tomorrow at 9 a.m. and she'll be talking about the same sentence she's talking about
Jen
right
Bailey.
now.
I call Jen Bailey because I know too many Jens. So I call
Well,
her
I was getting mixed up with Home Depot. So John's like, Jen Bailey, Jen Bailey. I'm like, why are you calling me that? And he's like, because of Home Depot Jen. I'm like, oh, thank you. I was getting blamed for all that. I'm
I
used
call
to
you
it.
Jen Bailey. But yeah.
She's not going to be lied on. She's putting everything up.
She did call my mom's. I know she did. Amy did not call my mom's rehabilitation center. I did not know this woman had been recording me and watching me with her daughters on my lives, my coupos, from 2 years ago. That's how long she'd been recording me, and gave it all to Shylin and Brad on the Not Telling channel. All the videos, courtesy of Terry Lynn.
Because like you all want to like make fun of me and say like, oh, John's doing a live where he's crying, he needs clicks and views and paying his rent. No.
Oh, she's saying I was intoxicated when I was over there. I was not.
You drove there and you left because you were so disgusted by what was going on there.
See, you hear that voice right now. She's trying to be on.
You have the person.
Please don't play her live while I'm live right now, because don't do
she-
that. I don't need any more issues.
And now she's apologizing to the people that are so upset that we were bugging them.
Turn that down, Lily.
Apologize to me, to Lily, to Brooke, to Jen, to everybody you screwed over because you found a money-making opportunity.
John,
You're going live every night, Terry. Oh, I can't afford my glaucoma surgery, and I'm a good person, and I don't understand why y'all are like, are coming at me, but you're the one sending the text saying, I'm going to murder you. Like, oh my God.
if I would, yes, March made, if I was drunk, I would admit it. I was not drunk on my way over. Like, no.
How does this woman have the power to send a bunch of people over here when literally, like, according to her, she just came to the community last March, like last year. No, she didn't.
No, Jen, not last year, like last month.
Up now talking, I can hear it.
Oh, okay. I didn't believe it.
What Lily's saying here isn't proof enough. Like we said, there was a primary person that she called that could also her demeanor and her level of fear and her state of mind.
Brooke,
Turn it down a little bit.
John Yates, who, me?
What did she say?
Okay.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to. I
Yeah,
don't want this.
I don't even want to hear her voice, to be
Go back
honest.
and forth.
She makes me
I'd rather just end it than do this thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, she said that, let's like, counteract it. No, and that's not what I'm about. All I know is that I want to push forward with focusing on my content, which is the shows that you all follow me for to begin with. Like, and again, I can go live every night. I have 900 people here, and I had almost 1,000 before. I could do lives like this every night and make money hand over foot. I can get the super chats rolling in. I can get, Terry said this about me. I could do that every night, but I don't want to.
This is enough. You're right.
I want to focus on my fucking content, and that's it. That's it.
And they're asking for proof. I've had 4 people text me during this live, literally saying, you were right. John's had people text him, you were right. What proof? I don't see why any of what's being said is of any surprise.
Honestly, like the big reason, like why this night, because like Lily needs to be heard. B, I don't want Terry doing this to other people.
No.
And C, I'm kind of hoping that like this big schism that happened between me and everybody else, people, her poaching my members, like, I don't care if I never get them back. I don't care. But you need to know, let me put this out there, point blank, anybody associated with Terry Lynn, you want to pay to be her member? She just started a membership yesterday and getting so much money, super chats, all this shit, memberships. Why are y'all paying to hear her? Like,
you can't understand her, and that's if she's awake.
Hi, this is Terry Lynn.
Well,
I can't read nothing.
Wait, hold on. You need a screenshot for that? I can find that real quick.
Let me do a roll call, because I can't read, but I'm broke, but I'm rich, but I need your money.
Exactly.
Let me pull up a comment. Hold on. Let me get my readers on.
Hold on. Hey, wait. Can somebody read that for me?
Let me get my readers on, Jem Bailey. I can only do so many things at one time. Okay, Jem Bailey?
Okay, John Yates.
I'm not giving... Wait, I'm sorry. My cataracts and my glaucoma blocked that comment on the screen because I can't read nothing. What? I'm not going anywhere. Oh, hey, Nancy. How you doing?
Hey, yeah, wait, what? Oh, what? Somebody needs a screenshot? Hold on, let me get that for you. That's why I said she got a Braille keyboard or something. I said she got selective eye problems. No, your eyes are strained. Keep them out of the keyboard all day. Simple as that.
But anybody supporting, I'm going to make a blanket statement right now. Anybody supporting Terry Lynn right now, I want nothing to do with, because this is a woman.
I agree.
Lily confirmed that sent Real that horrendous text message to him about calling him the N-word, calling him fat, putting his cats in a soup, all that stuff. And then we're all 99.99% sure that Terry sent those same texts to me. So if you're cool with Terry Lynn and all this stuff and her doing this and go give her all her. She has her tiers in her membership. She has a $25 third tier. I'm
what?
not even that fucking brazen to expect people to pay me $25 a month.
What can she offer for that?
Oh,
Sleeping
You know what she
techniques?
offers, Ben? I'll be there for you when you need me.
Oh,
Well, she told me that on the phone. So where's my refund?
I don't know what she wanted to get high
Should I
with.
bring? Well, Real wants to come up. Should I bring him up?
just as long as you
We'll get
don't
another
get him
drink.
in trouble.
Yeah,
Oh,
bring 'em.
he couldn't even remember. I talked to him like after the fact for a second.
Lily got me all with her titties again. Look, she had to walk away with her big old titties and like make me look at him again. Sorry, go ahead.
Dude, like he had no idea. Like he was like, I said, well, what happened? Because she started bad mouthing him and stuff. That's when I could barely still talk to her and hung up on her all the time. But she said it was something
You
completely
are
different.
being made a fool out of right now. I'm telling you, like you are being used.
She hurt Real really bad, man. He had no idea. They all ghosted him. He did not understand why. And I couldn't even give the kid an answer because like I couldn't even talk to her that long. I hung up. I told you.
I'm gonna give Real the link.
She gives me the freaking creeps, man. Come about my stuff with my family during a bad like no.
Hold on. Copy the clipboard.
That bothers me. Lily was freaking scared like that, man. She don't get rattled like that. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I'm giving Real a link right now.
Real is
They're
banned.
talking about I just got something if you bring him in, something about an S.
About a S what?
Be careful.
Something
Real
about-
is not.
Be careful about getting
People are threatening to get. Don't bring them up.
All right, I won't.
Angie, why don't you come up and talk about
Maybe
what
you can call him from IG. Maybe that won't.
No, I'm not
count.
gonna bring him up. People are
No.
upset about it, so
They're
Well,
just
they
saying
could-
that you might get in trouble because he's not supposed to be on YouTube.
all I
don't
know is that Terry Lynn sent him that text.
What
So,
about
Real,
Jada
I know you're watching.
Day today on Instagram?
What?
Why don't we call Jay today on Instagram? I don't know what time it is in
No,
Ireland.
thank you.
You don't want to know what the motive behind her doing that is? Because I have a
I
theory.
want nothing to do with that heinous lying bitch.
I have a
Anybody who
theory.
wants to take credit for a felony
Thank you.
made against me, I know she's not doing the things against me. I know who's doing it. We all say it's Terry. Terry sent the text, and then Jay today is taking credit for them. And then she's posting today how she's in front of my house and going to the tire place where we got our tires fixed. So yeah, no, I'm good on that one. Sorry.
I agree. For multiple reasons.
What Jay today, who is owning up to slashing my tires and ringing my doorbell, saying, "Oh, John Yates held 2 fingers." Let me show you what I did that night at the door. I had a hoodie on, and I have one on now. So here you go. Here's what I did. Because when you say I'm holding up, how many fingers I'm holding up? I did this. I put my thumbs in my pocket, and I went like this. So I had 8 fingers that fucking night. That's what I did.
I don't think that Jay today has a dog in this fight. I think that she
She's just cloudy and take what she could get. They get the records and then they send it over to her to post it. I know this for a fact.
That's what I did. I had my thumbs in my thing, and I went like this because everyone was expecting like one hand. So I put my thumbs in my pockets, and I put 2 hands up. I go, "How many fingers am I holding up?" And they all said, "Oh, 2." How does this read 2 to anybody? I don't know how this reads 2. 2 hands, maybe, but not 2 fingers.
Teresa said, how does this involve me? I just saw it went up.
Because she's involved in everything and she does everything that Terry Lynn asks for her
And she's
to
being
do.
used.
I don't
If
think-
she can't
no, no,
see,
no,
we
no,
had
no.
enough time with her.
Just leave Teresa out of it for now until she can get explanations, please. Because I did, Mary Maids, I did speak to TL. I not before all this, but whenever she was basically in another chat telling people telling people stuff about me, and basically people were stating in that chat who they were choosing, whether it was going to be me or her. I talked to her after that, and we talked on the phone for an hour, and I told her that stream she did after my interview with Clint was hurt my feelings, because I felt it was a bit underhanded, because we were trying to respect Clint and not mention the videos. I didn't even go to Clint to get that. They called me to do it. I was literally about to go to bed. I didn't show my face, and I just wanted to respect Clint in the chat. And then after that, she went live saying, since you can't ask questions on her live, come over here and I'll answer the questions for you. And I'm thinking, well, my gosh, that was really freaking rude. So a couple of days later, I talked to her on the phone, and she said that wasn't the intention. She was taking up for me. I didn't listen to the rest of the live because I had heard enough listening to the first minutes. And I talked to her after that, and she said it wasn't about that and everything was fine. And that's when she told me about how much my house was currently listed for on the current market value, and it just kind of scared me. And
Yeah,
That's
I
what
did
she
do a
said.
skit with AMZ. Like, what's like the issue? I did do a AMZ was live once on my channel with all of us, and we did the skit. And Terry was also in that skit playing you, Jen.
Oh, I'm sure she was really good at it.
Honestly, I've always tried. The reason why I brought Jen on was to confirm that I have made prank calls, and that I'm
Well,
sorry,
she's also
I don't
been
have anyone else
stalking me.
to testify to that.
Okay,
She's
marry
been-
me. Stop talking, Julie. You've ruined this thing by thinking by
That woman hates me.
bringing Jen as a witness was smart. No, that was not what happened here.
That's what it's
was that why Jen's here was that, you know, Lily was the one that showed Terry Lynn this spoof text app. And that was the same thing that she spoofed Jen Bailey on. And that's why Jen's here.
Not to mention, she's been stalking me and put up all my lives on a hate channel on YouTube. Like, this woman has been, like, knows more about me than I know about me. And she made my friends scared, both of my friends. And what she did to John is not cool. I've always known this woman what her agenda was to take people's mods, friends, and then use that channel, open it up, and here she is right now. There you go.
And here she is with her new membership with all my members that she poached.
Yep.
Spreading lies, calling them on Instagram.
Yep.
24/7. Poaching my members, saying that she's like the best thing.
Yep.
Did Teresa used to be a mod on this channel?
Teresa was never a mod. And
She's
nor
not
was
to
Terry
me.
Lynn.
The minute that Terry Lynn and I got into it, Teresa did not like me, and also because of another person, but all the same people turned on me in a day.
That's why I was like, you know, like whenever like, oh, John lost so many people. Like that, when all that shit happened, like I lost 2 mods. You know, Heidi and Christy. But Terry Lynn, never a mod. And Teresa, never a mod. And people want to make it seem like, all the hags. John has like this whole big army of people that does this dirty work. Like, I barely ever spoke to Teresa. Me and Teresa would speak like, I don't know, maybe like once or twice a month here and there. Same with Terry Lynn. Like, these weren't people that like I spoke to every day religiously. And Terry Lynn and Teresa should own up to that, because it was here and there when we spoke.
She's showing screenshots of where I think that's probably where I texted Jen or something that she has.
Okay, well, who cares? You've already talked to her, whatever. She's just trying to deflect right now. She does this every time. I think she's a stalker.
It's just really shitty, like, you know, with all, hey, Diamond, ooh, oh, Diamond Girl. It's just shitty that I
Thank you, Don.
people think I have like this big wide net, like with all these hags that are like fighting my battles and doing this and doing that. Like, I have no control over fucking anybody. Let me make this fucking clear to everybody. I cannot control anybody, nor that I want to, but I can't. Even me and Julie. I fight with Julie all the time. Julie's my top moderator. Number one. I fight with Julie all the time because she reacts to what the haters are saying. I say, don't fucking do it. Don't look at Reddit. Don't repost people from like years back who, you know, I'm only saying that to show y'all that I can't control anybody, yet alone Julie. So like people on Reddit and whatever else. Oh, John's having this one do this and this one do that. I can't control these people. And like, I don't have enough time in the day to see what this one's saying, this one's saying, this one's saying. All I do every day, I wake up, I try to find a story about Housewives, about 90 Day, about whatever. And that's what I do. Like, I have no control over anybody. Zero.
So maybe what we should do moving forward is not mention them. I have some real content coming up. Maybe we could collaborate, all of us, and
Tiffany, Terry Lynn's been live for like the last 72 hours straight.
Yes.
So if she can't make sense, then her dealer ran out because she overbought them. So there you go. There's no re-up anymore. Go ahead.
she's posting screenshots of me. I don't want to post the videos.
Maybe you might need to though, Lily.
Lily, does
Maybe
Terry
not.
know what you have with the videos that I've seen?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Terry, you better shut up quick, girl.
There's
She will.
3 people that know.
Terry, you better shut up quick. Because I got the videos. And if you want people to see the real you and what your house is like and what your children are like and how you live in.
And I'll ask you this, Jen, as shitty as I've been to you, when we have had confidential conversations, have you ever heard that come back from me, like as low as we've gone, if you've told me not to say something?
No, this is I cannot. I'm
me to go to someone's house and record it. Like,
no, that is not how
that's
you
what
are.
I'm gonna do up here, because I've done some crappy things to you and vice versa. But if we've had conversations,
No,
and
never nothing like that.
and if I say I'm not going to say anything, I haven't.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I hate that she's live, like threatening us right now, and she doesn't know what we have. Like, we just did this live right now, and now she's doubling down. All Terry Lynn has to do is to listen, be like, listen, yeah, I sent a text. I was mad, whatever. Brooke, go ahead. You're muted.
Can you read what Dee just read?
I don't even know who D is in my. Oh, doing it for Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
There's people in here that's tormented me when Sun passed and blame me for all these texts to many people, and I'm owed an apology. I don't care who did it, but obviously I'm clear from it.
She was blamed all over Reddit for sending those texts to Real.
What?
And while the subject of D is up,
I'm not supposed to be your best friend.
I want to say, like, oh my God. This is hard for me.
I mean, surely if she's on Reddit, she couldn't have went up there and defended her best friend. Just throwing it out.
It's another reason this is.
Let me just say, like, get this off my chest about D. Me, Brooke, I just talked about just to you, like, oh my God. Dee did something terrible to me that other people have done, who I won't forgive.
Can I interject for a minute?
No. Let me get
Okay.
no. Sorry. Let me just get to something. I originally went live and forgave her because her son just passed away, and I witnessed my grandmother lose 2 out of her 3 daughters, and not that I know what it's like to lose a child, but trust me, I witnessed my grandmother cry every night about it, for every night until she died. So I know. And I felt bad, and I forgave her. And then I did another live where I said I didn't, because I was still mad. Like, I didn't want, I don't know.
That's what I
I
was going
just want
to
to say,
Has a pass for me. If she needs to talk about me every day and trash me every day because of what she's been through, that's fine with me.
I just want to say now that I apologize for rebuking me, saying that I forgave you. And honestly, now, Dee, I do. You have shown,
Yeah.
I think you got mixed up with the wrong people, and you were trying to just get like on their good graces, doing something that you probably didn't want to do, but you did it. Like, I don't want to, like,
And let's not forget that who's the one that asked her to do it? Me.
Brooke did. So
I think we've got way more of a
if
hold
I
than
can forgive Brooke, and me and Brooke are very tight now, then I forgive you, Dee. And I am sorry that I unforgave you, but you have come through, and I hope that makes it right.
And she's changed. I mean, a lot. I mean, when people's lives change like that, they change as people. And
yep.
I mean, she would never ever do any, like, y'all don't understand. I talk to this woman every day, and I know her heart. And this woman has come full circle, and she understands what is important in life. And she would never, I mean, she's talked to me about it so many times about how she can't believe it. And again, it's my fault. And I felt
it's over, and now it's done, and now we don't have to talk about it anymore. So
when something happens to you, like when my mother passed away and we were so close, like I changed. And and that was a natural process. Your mother is supposed to go before if you're Dee has gone through what no mother should ever have to go through. And if it makes her feel better, if she wants to come in and talk about my hair extensions or my amazing rack and make fun of that.
I'll talk about your rack, Lily. I got you on the rack department. You got a good rack. So
if she wants to talk about that and that makes her feel better about anything, like she's gone through what no person should have to go through. And I don't have a child, so I don't know what that's like. I know from when my mother was passing away and the things that she told me that it would have killed her if I had predeceased her. And it's what no one should have to go through. And I'm so sorry you went through that, Dee.
And honestly, like when she, like I put it on screen, like when she did that, you know, I did accept, and but I shouldn't have at that point. I really shouldn't have, and that's my bad, because I wasn't ready to forgive anybody for that. But you know, so now we're good, and I just wanted to let you know that. So let's not talk about that again.
Can we ask about Pierre going missing?
Who?
Dee's husband.
I don't know anything about that, Brooke. I don't know.
I didn't say anything.
I heard
Let's not go there. Like, no, this is about, let's not get like messy, not messy, but like, let's not like go off on, this is supposed to be about Terry Lynn. I don't want to like
Have I
I
gotten
don't do
kicked
that.
off the
I
house?
don't want to do that.
But I
Everything is fine.
good.
But I do want. I don't want anybody. I fucked up so many times, guys, over the course of 10 years. Like I was going through like all my old messages and seeing people like, you know, who used to message me and like I'm like, oh, I miss them, and I am certainly not angelic at all. And I try to own up when I fuck up, but you know, I've also brought in a lot of people over the course of 10 years who I have nurtured and mentored and whatever. And then, like, you know, when they feel like they have enough of my supporters and my followers, they take a move on me. Like what we just fucking saw.
Yep.
And that's why
So ugly, and it seems like it's gotten darker since Terry. Like I don't know, and it's not like that's not why I got into do this. I got into do this to gossip like about celebrities and shows and stuff like that. Not to. There's some things that I've done that I'm not proud of in the past 2 years. You know, but
I'm not proud of a lot of shit I've done, you know, and like, you know, our life was like a 24/7, like, you know, because we were always live and like, you know, you guys know everything, like, you know, about what we've been through. And yeah, I fucked up so many goddamn times. Like, you know, and I wish I could take back like a lot of the stuff I said and did, you know. But when you're like in the position that me and Cody were in, like, you know, when you got nothing, you think
Yeah.
differently, and I don't know. It's just fucked up. All of it's so goddamn fucked up. All I want to do is talk about 90 Day Fiance and Housewives. Like
Right.
I don't even know how we're fucking here.
Yep.
so let's not mention her again, and let's talk about the house New Jersey on Monday.
No, but how is Terry Lynn involved in the mod stuff? Terry Lynn was.
There's
don't
stuff that hasn't even been brought up that she is
Yeah, like,
involved in.
I mean, we can go if you want to make like a telethon out of this. I can bring up everything Terry's done. Like, you know, I could do it all. Like, I'm not, you know, we're at 2.5 hours now, and
You know-
before we do a 27-hour Terry Lynn live, I can make one and show all y'all like what's really happening behind the fucking scenes. But
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
It's
please.
it's really
I gotta
really
pee anyways. Take the floor, Brooke.
it's really discouraging to me that I know for a fact that people have come forward out of concern in the last week or so and been sworn to secrecy about who they were saying it. And I would never tell, just like I didn't with Lily.
People
But
are
how you guys over in that chat
Yep.
saying you don't believe this when you guys are the ones that came to certain people and said that y'all
Yep.
believe behind the John text. But right now, being as two-faced as all get out in that other chat, saying you don't believe it when you independently, multiple people independently, and not even to me, said that this is what they independently believed.
I have people that had come to me with new sock account names just so two separate people would not go out. And usually I'm not like that. Like if it's a sock account, because all this crazy stuff, that's sad. And what kills me is this Terry Lynn. Like I'm telling you, she came here and she literally disbanded 4 channels. And now all the followers are over there with her. And then I knew, you know, the stuff with John. And that's why I told you, girl, they're coming for you. She's so predictable, but I didn't know she was everywhere, like all of that. I don't know.
And I want to say this, like, you know, like there's like a lot of people involved in this, like, you know, John Yates, like, you know, universe. Even Home Depot Jen, you know, she opened up her home to us, and it didn't work out. And I know, come on, we all know the fucking Home Depot Jen story, but there's some goodness in her somewhere, because she did at the end of the day open up her home to us. And it just, for whatever, I don't even want to get there, but like there's like a little bit of good in everybody. But then they just go to fucking massive extremes, like Phil. Like, look at what Phil's done to everything and everybody that I'm attached to. And Phil, if you're watching, I will,
Oh, he was in the other chat just now asking for explanation.
Oh, well, and I have no reason to fluff his feathers, because I can't stand him at all, but I will give credit where it's due. And Terry Lynn told me that she, on the phone that night after, when we spoke for an hour, she told me how she calls and texts his wife and his mom every day. And again, that was on the phone, but Phil should probably know if that's really happening or not. So I guess if he really said something to Terry Lynn, then that's really happening. And I would be the last person to try and help that guy out. But at the same time, it's the truth.
I wonder if she's another one that got confirmed today, if she talked to, man, dude. That would be, oh my God.
And now all these people who just start shit with each other, have channels, have memberships, pay me $25 a month and I'll be really nasty to somebody else. Oh, goddamn. At $25 a month, like, are you going to
pay me $25 a month? I'll be JoJo Siwa and I'll give you Bobos. $25 for what? What are they going to listen to? I'm not trying to be mean, but like, what are you going to listen to for $25 a month? And I'm not being mean. What is her content, John? What can you talk to her about? You can't. That's why I hung up on her all the time. Plus, she just gave me the creeps. And then openly telling me she was recording people, even Heidi. I couldn't deal with her anymore. And the minute her and I fell out, everybody went.
This live is about Terry Lynn. I don't want to talk about anybody else.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying she was recording. Yeah, she was recording creators. She didn't hide that. And I thought it was weird.
But, to my moderators that are now gone, or to my members that I've lost because Terry Lynn got in their ear. And I know Terry Lynn's doing it because her and her other person, and I won't name that name out of respect because I know you're watching, but both of you have been going to my members and dogging me out and poaching and stealing my members from me. And Terry Lynn, for like the umpteenth time tonight, you called Real the N-word. You said you were gonna put his cats in a soup. Meow. Meow. You told me that you're watching me outside my fucking house. Meow.
Peaches.
And anybody...
Oh, now they're saying that she should call a lawyer because I spoofed Real, which is...
She can't afford a lawyer. She's not going to call a lawyer.
Wait, so she's going to get a lawyer when she's begging for money for her eye surgery?
She's lucky she didn't get arrested for giving out the cops information. And Mike, if you would like to talk to him, can let you know what she did to him last week. Like, why do you care how many? She literally doxed him and put it up on her channel.
Terry's been up for the last 3 days because she started her live with all my members. Every one of her members are mine that she fucking poached for me.
All of our members.
It's hard work being a fucking snake. So, yeah, you got to be up for like 3 days in a row.
Don't make me contact the garage, Terry Lynn.
Oh, don't start off with something juicy and then not finish it, girl.
Garage.
And Terry Lynn, you better be real fucking careful because we got the videos.
And I'm going to say this again for everybody that's over there in that chat, not understanding and thinking this is I have known for before I even knew anything about Lily, I have known myself for weeks about this collusion against me. And I didn't say a word to anybody, but a couple people that I trusted, because I did not want to put any of you in a bad position, because I know y'all that and that is the only reason, because y'all all know me by now. And you guys know that I usually don't keep my mouth shut, but whenever we share friends and mods and we all have literally the same people around us, it was really putting people in an awkward position. Even though he was going to these people and telling them essentially, you're going to have to choose, and that she fucking hated me and I'm a liar, which I never lied to her about anything. The backhanded streams, everything else, I still kept silent.
I almost did not reach out to Brooke, and I'm so glad I did, because she made me feel like she did not say anything, and I begged her not to say anything, even to John or anything. She's been wonderful.
I didn't tell Dee. I didn't tell John. I mean, and those are the two people I would have told, and I did not tell a soul, because
she didn't even tell me, Lily.
Like I would tell you anything, no offense. No, I'm kidding.
Like I would tell you anything, no offense.
I'm just kidding. But I didn't. I didn't tell anybody, and even people asked, and I had to sit there and act like I didn't know. And I'm sorry for being a little, maybe on that note, I did kind of stretch the truth. And in that, I did also ask people if they had heard anything, because I wanted to tell Lily if there was anything nefarious going on or anything, because listen, I can tell you, I can spot out somebody lying in my face a mile away, and we saw the live. I could spot out fakeness a mile of freaking way. And when I tell you,
God. Look at the comments. I'm so sick of the hypocrisy, sassy nerd girl. You're one of my members that left because you believe this bullshit. So, sassy nerd girl, you're okay with Terry Lynn calling Real an N. And
she's okay with people going after kids.
It's confirmed. Terry Lynn, without a doubt, 100% sent that text to Real. So anybody in Terry Lynn's chat right now is okay with that.
Nurse Jen said, Lily is a snake. What about a garage? What are you talking?
You know what, Lily? Listen, either way, she gonna do whatever. I would just show everything, honestly. What do you got to lose? What, the same 20 mods that left John to go follow her, who were cool with me for 2 days till me and her got in a fight and they left me?
I got to lose my integrity and going as low as she
Where's
does.
her integrity right now as she's calling you a snake and people are coming in here? She's sending them.
Post the videos. I'm not going to, because I'm not going.
Mary,
you're far nicer than I.
I want to clarify this too. It seems to be confusing. This whole Real situation, this happened back in January or something, whenever all this was going down with Real losing his channel and everything else. That happened before, prior. This whole thing with Lily visiting her house happened a couple weeks ago. So those are the two different situations here.
Let's give Terry Lynn a taste of what we got. Is it okay with you, Lily? Just a small taste.
Lily, we'll protect you.
You're not going to give me. I'm under the Gates family protection.
He wants to keep doubling down, like we're talking shit. Okay, girl.
Lily, you did good. Just so you know, you ain't gonna be scared of her. She just mouth beak.
She says on her live, I understand any of what they're saying. She thought Lily was her friend, then I stopped listening. I was until she.
Honey, I thought you were my friend, TL.
I thought she was my friend stalker.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to. She's not on here. Hold on. Let me see.
And Lisa, if you're in here, I just got proof from Dee that she said thank you. So I don't know if you missed that or not. Really quickly. She's talking about, and thank you for donating to her, by the way, but she did say thank you. I don't know if you missed it. Maybe go back up in y'all's screen.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want to play it all, John. Like, let's leave something in our back pocket.
No, yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna
Okay.
take a screenshot of her house so she knows what we're talking about.
It's just a preview.
Just because she thinks
Let's see, Jen.
we're full of shit.
I know, listen, because all the little people that are popping up like Jen this, Jen that, it's like, you guys hang with her. You come in and bug me every live, and I block you out. She does creep me out a little bit now. Not gonna lie.
On.
Somebody said, Jenny, tell
What?
Jenny about the subs TL bought you to get you up to over 1K.
Wait, Terry Lynn, is this your floor? Is that your floor, Terry Lynn? Just curious. Is that your floor right there, Terry Lynn?
Oh my
Because
God.
you're clean, right? That's your house, isn't it, Terry Lynn? You messy whore. You're messy physically and mentally. So you want to keep this going? This is just a teaser.
Who's she tying up?
Terry Lynn.
Lily, is that what she tied you up with?
She did not threaten me. She didn't do anything. I felt uncomfortable in the house, and I do not go around recording people's houses. I wanted people to know where I was if something happened to me.
You know what, just honestly, the most thing that tripped me out, not even her calling the place where my mother was dying to report to Amy that my mom really wasn't dying, and then sent her proof that my mom did die when she died. If that wasn't weird enough. You sat down on a person's couch that had firearms in it.
I didn't sit on the couch. I sat on the floor.
Okay, but like most people put their guns in, like, I don't know, a gun case, a drawer. You don't hide them underneath.
I don't know.
Like, hello, come sit down. What if you sit down on the wrong gun and it shoots you in the
I
butt?
don't know how y'all Southerners do it, but us Northerners are different. But I don't
It's
know.
like a gun case, maybe your drawer. Like, you don't entertain your company where they could potentially sit down and shoot themselves in the ass.
Us
What if
Southerners get the Dixie Mafia involved is what I'm just kidding. But I'm not trying to get ugly with her. I've had a couple drinks now and I'm being silly, but I don't want to embarrass her further. I just want
Oh my God, Sunshinery, why are you here?
Oh my gosh,
person.
Why is she here?
Let me tell you something about Sunshinery, and not even her. And this is something that annoyed me. All the people that had tortured me for years, all came back into the fold when Siwa dumped them all. Oh,
and they all run over to Terry Lynn.
Listen, I'm not even trying to mention anything about Siwa Moon. Please don't get me twisted like that. I know Siwa's probably watching. I'm not trying to make this about Siwa at all. My point is that
I have her
Sunshinery, she was a vicious bitch against me. Horrible.
That's a no. That's against TOS. I'm out of here.
Oh, wait, is Terry Lynn playing my live on her live right now? Because I'll strike her ass right now. Is she streaming my live while she's live? Because that won't happen.
No, she's still got
Sunshinery. You didn't know me from Adam. You listened to what somebody told you about me, and then you tried to fucking screw me over every chance you got to be the cool girl on Siwa's channel. And then when you and Siwa fell out, you were like, oh.
She's got 149 people in there, and Kenny Lynn is up there. I can't hear what they're saying because I wrote it down. I've got it turned down. And there's
I'm sure if you wait out about 26 hours, you could probably watch the replay.
I'm not trying to dog Siwa Moon. I'm not trying to dog any content creator right now. I don't want 8 million fucking people like Terry's doing right now to go live against me. I just went on Siwa Moon's live the other night, and we had a professional, normal conversation. I'm not trying to fight with her or anybody else.
Not even me, and that's weird. I'm kidding.
That's Terry Lynn's floor.
What is all those cords? What is that?
That's
Did she-
been Lily when she
Sloth.
escaped.
That's sloth is what you call that. That's
It looked
sloth.
like she had like people tied up.
And or gluttony. That there's two.
Thank you, Cody. That's what I said.
That's creepy. Like, why is there so many cords from what?
And
Because
here's
she
what
threw
bothered
Lily
me
out.
so fucking much before like the shit at the fan that like, you know, I have my circle and then like, you know, whenever somebody else fell out with somebody, oh, let's add them. Let's add Sunshinery to the circle. But I'm like, to my circle? Because this bitch said the world's worst things about me, who's never talked to me, who doesn't know me, under Siwa's command.
It's kind of like what you said, like, who's Terry? That's what I was like when I saw that broad. I was like,
Just like, you know,
who's
when
this
like
chick?
Carissa and Terry were like all promoting Jay Today, I'm like, oh, okay, so that's cool now. You're all supposed to be like my hags, right? Like I'm running the hag army, but then you're inviting people in that have been torturing us. Amber, like God Almighty, what Amber's done to me and Cody. But all of a sudden, Amber fell out with Siwa. Everyone that's fallen out with Siwa, oh, we're all your best friend. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have that big of a grudge to hold against Siwa to like forgive all these horrible people that talk shit about me for no fucking reason. And now I'm supposed to welcome them all in open arms. Oh, let me forget about the 3 years that you spent talking shit about me and lying about me, but you don't like Siwa now? So now you're my friend? No.
Bitch, get
No. 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 Sorry. Like, if you want to come back into my circle of, like, my friends, then, like, you have to apologize to me. Like Johnny Crack. Johnny Crack tormented me and Cody for 2 years. And now Johnny, which I'm being very generous right now, Johnny Crack. Johnny Crack is
Johnny
now
And I don't care.
on Julie's posts and everybody else posts, like ingratiating themselves into my life. I'm like, but does not everybody forget all the pictures and all the shit they made of me and Cody over the last 3 years? And now it's supposed to be like, oh, welcome Johnny Crack, and oh, welcome Sunshinery, oh, and oh, welcome Jay, and oh, welcome Amber, welcome back. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's
You did a
not,
good impression.
and this is the last time I'm going to speak about Terry Lynn or another creator or anything. I don't know. There's other things to talk about.
Well, I'll miss you if you don't continue to harass me. So don't leave me out of the mix. Whenever you feel,
I can't promise that I'm not going to continue to harass you.
I can't promise it either. So we'll filter our angers off each
and
other.
Johnny Crack still talks shit about me on Heidi's live. So wonderful. That's great.
All right,
Well,
guys,
we know
I have to
Heidi
get up
does
in a
that.
few hours. I'm going to drop down. John, thank you for having me up, and I hope to talk to you again about New Jersey.
Yes, Lily. We will be doing New Jersey.
Monday.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow is Monday. Okay, yeah.
We need to do 90-day recap then.
Allison, the pharmacist.
Okay. I didn't watch it. Let's do the 90-day recap tomorrow on Monday, and then we'll do Jersey. Well, Jersey airs on Tuesday. So let's do Jersey before the show airs. That way, like, we're current, and we'll do Jersey, like, you know, on Tuesday.
I'm
Before,
going on,
like, the next
I'm
episode
going
starts.
on vacation Wednesday, so
Hey,
And
John,
I'm happy to be live with Lily talking about Bravo because Lily was like the whistleblower for like the pump rules, like mass firing. Like that's, you know, Lily got that going. So Lily is a force to be working with.
hey, John, have they said anything about Plathville when they're going to be coming back on?
I've never watched that show, and like, there's too many blonde people. It's
Okay,
like
so
the
I'm
Sound of
assuming
music. Like I keep waiting for like Four-Line Maria to come dancing on the fucking screen.
So what's up with the
so I'm good with
Snowdens? Are they done? The Snowden's done? They're not going to resign?
No, well, they are filming Seeking Sister Wives, but the Snowdens, as far as I know, are not on it, thanks to me. So you're not going to see
Dude, I
them.
watched that show like nobody's business. I was just like half the time like, and then they broke up, and I'm like, oh, really? I'm so surprised.
Like I
But yeah,
ripped the door off Seeking Sister Wife. Like I single-handedly, like
Oh my gosh.
Put that all out. I was getting 200,000 views alive about that shit.
I love.
So I
seeing
don't need to go live about Terry Lynn or Amber or Heidi or whoever, Siwa or whoever else. I have connections. I don't.
Maybe I can interview you about the Seeking Sister Wives.
Yes, absolutely.
You did. And
Lily, before you leave, can you please promote your YouTube and your Instagram and everything else before you go?
You can follow me Lily_Red01 on Instagram. You can't, and there's not a lot on there because I got terrified and took every video down, but there will be more. And you can Red Flags with Lily on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts. There's it's called Red Flags with Lily too. I don't really do the podcast anymore.
She should.
Well, I'm
She's
doing
great at it.
now, and I've got something coming up. I'm about to post a video someone gave me regarding those of you who are old enough to remember Heidi Fleiss. I have a source there. And so
Girl.
Listen, I'm an Amy Fisher lover, like the Long Island Lolita, like Amy Fisher.
Oh my God.
Heidi Fleiss right now. Hold on.
Listen, I saw the last time I saw Heidi Fleiss was on Celebrity Rehab, and I literally was just talking about her, like not even kidding.
I'm not calling her from a spoof number. I'm calling her from my own number. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to be a part of that, and I can't wait to see you. Who are you calling? Heidi Fleiss?
Oh my gosh, she loves birds. She got these crazy big birds and like lives out in the desert. She's cool.
Hello?
Heidi.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Lily. What are you doing?
I'm actually inspecting some work that my butchers did on an Airstream trailer, and I'm right about to walk into my house.
Oh, cool. How's your house look?
My house is crazy. It's full of birds.
I know, and I I actually talked to that person that you gave me the phone number.
Dude, your message, I love that message you left. That was great.
Tell her I said hi.
Yeah, it was great. I talked to her though, and she has kind of a different story, and she's going to come on my YouTube channel, and I wondered if you wanted to come on and like rebuttal that.
I think that's great because look, you reached out to me. You reached out to me. I rather right now I'm doing it legally through the law enforcement.
You should do it legally.
Yeah. She can say whatever she wants. I can back it all up.
I just think you are awesome.
I love that she's coming on your channel. That rocks.
I wish you would come on my channel too.
I will at the right time.
Okay. And what would you say?
I tell you what you want to talk about.
Will you talk about Charlie Sheen?
If that's what you want me to talk about. I mean, I don't have any restrictions if I'm going to
Ask about the bird.
I am so I have looked at the work you've done with the birds, and it's amazing. Heidi? Hello? We lost her. Let me call her back.
Oh my God, that's fucking crazy. Was Heidi Fleiss just on like my fucking life right now?
Oh
like,
my
what
God,
just
she
fucking
has-
happened?
She has the same bird.
You better tell her you're live.
Yeah, tell her you're live.
She'll hang up.
No, don't.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to
Did
reach.
she
Don't
know?
like set her up like that. Like,
I love her. You have
oh my
like
God.
The most infamous madam in Hollywood.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach.
I don't know how you guys don't know like who Heidi Fleiss is. Like maybe because they're all old.
no, she looks great.
No, she doesn't. She's crazy as
Lily, like, are you in your 30s?
I love
40s?
no.
20s.
I am 41.
Okay,
Oh, he
so
wants
we're
that
all in our
interview real
40s,
bad.
all of us. So we all know who Heidi Fleiss is. Like people in their
I love
20s,
me some Heidi
people
Fleiss.
in their 20s might not know who Heidi Fleiss is. That was my point.
And
She's
we're
like an
all-
icon.
We're all of a certain age, so we know who she
We
is.
all want to be in that book.
one more
Maybe.
Are you calling her again? Don't stop calling her. You're gonna annoy her.
The person you were trying
to reach.
Yeah, stop calling her. You're gonna annoy her.
No, I'm not gonna get in her black book. Thanks, Lily.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did she?
I love her, man.
Guys, she's calling me back.
Oh, you're live.
Oh, you're live.
Heidi, I lost you.
No, I'm sorry. There's a dead spot on my property, and then 3 people called me as soon as there was.
Hey, can I tell you something in full disclosure where you won't freak out?
Of course.
I am on a YouTube live right now, and they didn't believe I had your phone number. Can you say hi to the people?
This is really Heidi Fleiss, and
Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi Fleiss. We all love you.
you can ask me any questions.
The Hollywood Madam. Hello.
I love you. I want to be in your book.
Can I FaceTime you?
Now, hell no. My help is off on. I had to go to some fancy thing Friday, so I gave them a couple days off.
Can they ask you some questions?
You ask them questions. I would never do FaceTime right now.
No, don't do. Okay, what questions do you have for Heidi Fleiss, guys? I told you guys I had her
I
number.
kind of feel like we
Ask
should just
her,
go on a separate line.
does she still talk to Dr. Drew since the show? Does she stay in contact with him or anybody from the show? From reality? The celebrity rehab?
Hold on, let her answer.
Dr. Drew, yes, and his wife as well. And I've called him when I've had some struggles with my addiction.
I can't believe Heidi Fleiss is on my live right now. Oh my god.
What's that?
John
Happy.
Yates, if you follow him on YouTube, he's like fangirling.
Listen, I've met like A-list celebrities and like I'm fangirling right now. I'm like, oh my god, I
Heidi
can't
Fleiss
believe like Heidi
She's
Fleiss
an
is on my
icon.
live right now.
Heidi, you obviously look great. Can you?
I'll tell you guys a funny story really quick.
Yes, tell us a funny story.
I watched that on Peacock Plus, the Joe versus Carol parody. It's a parody of Tiger King.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of horrified because I was like, oh my God, don't tell me I'm Carol Baskin with my bird.
You could be Madam Macaw.
I have a question for Heidi.
That's what I originally called my sanctuary. But then I chilled out. And then Friday night, I had to go to a dinner in LA, and the guy who played Joe Exotic was there, who you would never know in your life that he played Joe Exotic, and then the other one who played Carol Baskin's husband was there. And I kept thinking about that. Oh my God, please don't tell me I'm as neurotic or, like so out there like that.
No.
Okay.
You're amazing. Can you tell us like a little tidbit about?
I want to know about, has she ever like hung out with Amy Fisher?
Randy's put on your show. I think that's so awesome.
Yeah, would you like to come on the show with her?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
I will do your show in the future.
Yay!
But, I think that message you left was fabulous. I love that she responded. I think that's awesome.
Okay, can you take 3 questions from the panel?
I have one.
Let's hear it.
Okay, John Yates has
Hi, Heidi. A pleasure. Thank you for being on here. Have you ever like spoke to Amy Fisher?
Come on, she's what? She shot that lady in the face.
Yeah. That one.
What would I have in common with her? What do you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like
we
maybe-
apologize. He insulted you, Heidi. Does anyone else have a question?
I'm sorry.
Is she friends with anybody from the show? Is she still in contact and have any friends with anybody from the show she was in?
Which show? Dr. Drew?
From Celebrity Rehab, is she friends with any of them? Like, do they still talk or like sponsor each other and still?
Honestly, during the pandemic, there was some kind of reunion thing, and we all zoomed in, and I was horrified at listening to everybody, so I just put the camera on my birds.
I love her birds. I love her birds. She lives in the most beautiful, remote, like desert looking place. And she has this amazing bird. And I love Heidi. And Lily, give her one of my pictures so I can get in the black book. I'm fine with that. I give you full permission.
I am not sharing Heidi's contact with any of you guys because
No, I don't want it. I like. The
I
reason why
am
I wanted
honored.
Amy
I am
because
so honored to hear her.
Amy was like in that
talking,
same.
guys. Heidi,
Amy was like the Long Island Lolita. So like, Amy was like, and I'm from Long Island. Like Amy Fisher, like big news. Like,
Heidi Fleiss was big news.
well, yeah.
Lice is way cooler.
But I mean, the story itself is kind of creepy, you know?
Yeah.
No, you never try to shoot like, your lover's wife in the head. So
no, she protected everybody when they went.
high five to you on that one. Got you on that.
Can you tell us a little bit about Charlie?
Most husbands are so. Most wives are glad their husbands don't have to fuck them.
You can say whatever you want.
Husbands are so thankful for me. I mean, wives are grateful. I mean, P. Isadora one time at lunch at Mom Maison.
Oh my God, P. Isadora. That's a name I haven't heard in so long. I love it.
She was holding court with the richest people in LA, all these women, and I was sitting there going, "Oh my God, she's gonna slit my throat." And then the matron said she wants to speak to you. So I went over to the table, and she leaned over and whispered in my ear, and she goes, "Get the man."
So, can you tell us a little bit about Charlie Sheen?
That him and Britney Spears has the most public mental breakdown ever.
Well, we know that, but what about your experience with Charlie Sheen?
It was great.
Did you ever blow Charlie Sheen?
I was you got to recognize your strength and your weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I give the worst blowjobs on the planet.
So no, that's a no. You didn't blow Charlie Sheen.
No, but I see people who did.
They gave better blowjobs.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my God.
Not a question. I just want to say hi, Heidi. My name is Brooke, and it's a pleasure to speak with you.
Hi, Heidi. I'm Jen, and you are my idol. Like, I love you. I heart you. I love her.
Oh,
I'm
and she's
probably not the nicest person, and
she's
I'm
not.
really
Yeah,
trying to
I saw that on the show.
live an unconventional life, and I'm really serious about the birds that are suffering and changing that.
I told you, she loves birds. She has like a little refugee out there, and they're really big birds, and she holds them on her wrist, and they're really pretty.
I'm moving them to Las Vegas next month, so if you guys are in Las Vegas, you're welcome to stop by my place.
I think we should all take a trip. Can you? Okay, can we ask 2 more questions, Heidi? I know you're busy.
Well, it's okay. My birds are sleeping. They're blind at night, so.
Okay, so what happened with the male brothel that you were going to open? How did that go south?
Well, first of all, it would have worked during. There was a window of time when it could have worked, but as times change with women's rights and men and sexuality and Viagra and whatnot, it wouldn't work in this day and age. There was a small window of opportunity when it could have worked. However, when I moved to Nevada, unbeknownst to me, I rented a house next door to a bedridden madam.
I saw that on the documentary.
Oh, I was high out of my mind in that documentary.
Did that woman really say, "I want you to have the birds, Heidi"?
Oh my God. She said, "You take care of the birds," straight up. And I was like, no. No. And I thought, okay. I mean, that lady, she didn't look at the documentary, but in her day, she was fine.
Oh no, you were kind to her.
Colonel Sanders was her sugar daddy. She sent girls to Howard Hughes. And I'm very submissive to bedridden madams. So
I mean, obviously I would be too, but you were so nice to her. You like went over there all the time and stuff.
It was Madame Alice haunting me from the grave. That was a really big madam in Beverly Hills. This evil lady, but hi Rio, I hear you, baby.
Can you tell us what, like some crazy story?
And I'll tell you a crazy story. How Madam Alex was a big madam in Los Angeles, and that's who I kind of apprenticed for. So one day I walk in, and Barbara Streisand was sitting on her couch.
Barbara Streisand?
Yes, talking to her. And her Portuguese maid that she verbally abused was cooking lunch or something. And she was a really evil woman, but she was very smart. I spent a lot of time with her, so it's very seductive right away when you walk into Adam's house and Barbara Streisand's on the couch. Come on, you know.
What did Barbara Streisand say to you? Did you talk to her?
They were having a conversation. I was girls in the wrong airport. You know, we have a problem here, but I had to wait until the thing was over. Conversation was over. But
Lily, can you tell her that I really enjoyed watching, like, her journey? She was the more realistic. Heidi, I watched you on Celebrity Rehab, and I just wanted to say, like, I watched the whole, like, season you were on, and, like, thank you for being so realistic and transparent. And, like, you were one of the more enjoyable ones that I had watched. I just wanted to let you know that. And, like,
I'm not the nicest person, but I just tell it like it is.
Heidi, how do you feel about children?
Oh, I've been a horrible parent. My dad was a Christian. I would feel so bad because when he visit me in prison, I say, "Oh, don't come on Sunday. All the kids are running around. Oh, it's horrible."
oh my God.
And then I'd be like, "Oh no!" Like inside, like, "Oh, I forgot. Jeez, I gotta shut my mouth." You know.
So, did you run the prison? Were people like,
Hell no, I was scared to death.
you were? Did anybody do anything? And I'm sorry, you can tell it. I know you're very busy, and I'm just like,
No, I started off in a women's camp and ended up in a hardcore penitentiary where women will die.
Heidi, I don't look good either. Can I please FaceTime you so people can see you? They're freaking out.
You'll see there's a bird if you do that right now because there's no way. I'm about to take a shower. There's no way. There's bird poo on me from earlier.
Okay. We're happy with what we will get, but you'll do an interview with me.
I sent you YouTube that I want you to watch though.
I will.
That was Friday, and you watch it with your audience, and you'll see how hardcore I am about my thing. And that thing with that girl, Brandy, look, she worked for me 30 years ago. I forgot she dated 2 serial killers and had a kid by one.
Yeah, I talked to Brandy. She's going to do an interview.
I think that's great. And like her friend, her BFF, that I would ask her, like, how are the birds doing? And she would give me updates. And all of a sudden, her friend said this. My boyfriend, like she would say they're doing fine or whatever. All of a sudden she goes, you know, my boyfriend has brain cancer, so I'm disengaged right now. And I'm thinking, okay, I understand that. If he is, I'd be disengaged, something like that. Then I learned that she had just went with Brandy and dropped my birds off at that gay guy's ranch in Texas.
Mm.
And so I went nuts. I told her, like, you just deceitful, lying, duplicitous, white trash. I hope your husband or boyfriend dies of slow, painful brain cancer death. I went nuts on him. Hope your daughter's gang raped. You know, I have no filter.
I know you have no filter.
But it's the truth. Like, how dare her, like, just drop my birds off someplace in Texas and then tell me, oh, I'm disengaged. My boyfriend has brain cancer when she knows they're my birds and how serious I am.
Yeah, she loves her birds for real. Ask her, does it hurt? Because she was holding one of her birds on like her arm and stuff. Does it hurt? Because the birds are really, really big.
It's really cool to do that, but it's really uncomfortable.
Well, you know what? It, like, honestly, when they like went to where you live and stuff and you were like holding the bird, I was like, how is she holding that bird? But you like do it with such ease. It's like you can tell that.
I wasn't always like that. You know, that madam that died once, she like humiliated. I was all hunched over with the bird, and she goes, "You stand up fucking straight with that bird, or get the fuck out." She talked to me such a degrading way. I never faltered after that moment.
Can we ask you a question about your magnificent madam days that people want to know, like someone in the chat is asking? And if you don't feel comfortable,
Here you go. The same people that did you guys see A Star Is Born?
yeah, no, A Star Is Born.
Well, that's who is.
Well, Barbara, the one that Barbara was in? Which one?
The one with Lady Gaga.
Oh no, that called A Star Is? Yes, I saw the one with Lady Gaga. Yes.
Yeah. Well, those are the people who are doing my story.
I don't really want to play.
Are you writing a book?
No, they're paying me a lot of money. They're doing my story.
Of course they are. So you had a lingerie shop, and Roseanne came into it at one point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roseanne's my favorite. That's like my second mom. You can't say Roseanne. Like, I love Roseanne.
I just cannot believe she's on the phone. I literally was just
I
talking
am
about
dying right now. Like,
You are.
These people had me to let you know that
I love her. Like, she was one of my favorites.
Well, watch my YouTube channel, and I hope you can identify with these birds don't belong in cages. The cages are for people. They're not for these birds.
Okay, can I ask you one more question, and then we'll save it for like the interview or after I interview Brandy? Can I ask you one more question about your magnificent madam days?
One more madam question. Let's go for it.
Was Jack Nicholson a client?
Jen.
He wasn't a client, but I sure did have sex with him.
Ah! For free?
Actors are so cheap.
Was he good when you had sex with him?
I love Jack Nicholson. He's my favorite.
Does he have a big penis?
I can't remember that.
Oh my god, I cannot believe Heidi Fleiss is on my live right now.
I slept with a lot of guys. and girls. I don't care.
I feel like Meryl Streep is talking.
Oh, and girls. What girls? Is there a famous girl?
It doesn't matter. They're all the same, whether they're famous. You know.
It does matter, Heidi. Just give us one name.
All I'll say is I've done everything from age 15 to 90. I don't ever need to have sex again. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you so much for taking my call tonight, Heidi. And
Thank you, Heidi Fleiss. So much an honor for you to be on my channel. Thank you so much.
You guys really gave me a lot of confidence, flattering, because I'm not the nicest person. That's really just, hey, you caught me off guard tonight, but have a good night.
I will, Heidi. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
Bye.
Can my mods right now find Heidi's channel and promote it, please? Like Heidi Fleiss.
Don't you guys
Like,
know Heidi?
That Heidi.
That
my
made my night. That made my night.
Heidi
That
Fleiss
just
is
blew my fucking mind. I felt like Meryl Streep was on the fucking phone. I was like, this is not Heidi Fleiss. Like,
Well, it definitely
Made me feel
sounded like
so
her.
much better. That was a great end to a hard live.
I think you have to be like
this
in
was
your
a
like
great end.
40s or higher to know who Heidi Fleiss is.
Appreciate her.
We're gonna
Like, you know,
on
to
my
appreciate like
channel, and
what
I have some other contacts regarding a story. So you guys watch on HBO Max. It's called Heidi Fleiss, the would-be Madam of Crystal, and watch that, and we're gonna cover it on my channel, and maybe we can collaborate on it on a panel and stuff.
Thank you for
God.
calling her.
Yes.
Heidi Fleiss.
Really, thank you so
I never
much.
fangirl. Like, I met a ton of celebrities, like, you know, movie stars, reality people, and like to hear Heidi Fleiss on the phone, I was like,
I know.
like,
Thank you
come
very
on, that's
much.
like, you know, because Heidi knows the secrets, you know, like
Yeah.
Heidi knows what's up, you
She
know.
knows.
So
Yep. Thank you for bringing her on. That like totally made this live.
thank
Like
you, Lily. That was like
that was
an
great. Thank
unexpected
you.
treat for
Thank you.
like.
Oh, she's texting me. Hold on. Heidi Fleiss is texting me. Hold on.
But you have to be like, you know, a Gen Xer to know who Heidi Fleiss is. Like, you know, like that's it.
I mean, she's a boss. I'm sorry. I don't care. That woman needs like her own corporate, whatever. But yeah, she's cool.
All right,
She
guys,
is
I'm gonna be
definitely
up in
cool.
a few hours. I've got to talk to Heidi. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm gonna be up in a few hours.
Right.
All right. Let me
Thank you
like
guys for
wrap
having
this up.
me
We're
here.
all
Were
here.
you guys not impressed by that? Like, if I don't have,
Well, let me tie this into like my summation, my closing argument. You know, so basically tonight we have found out that Terry Lynn was 100% responsible for sending Real those texts, calling him N-word, saying that she was going to butcher his cats. All, well, not all, because, but like, you know, Lily had given Terry the unknowingly, Lily gave Terry
I gave her an app to use for prank calling.
the means to do it. Lily didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
She just thought like it was going to be like, you know, but then Heidi ran on Heidi. But you know, Terry ran with it and, you know, texted Real horrible things and me horrible things. You know, both horrendously horrible goddamn things. Then she was behind the scenes trying to like fuck me and all my mods up. And now all of a sudden she's up with a membership and she wants all this money. Like, I hope you guys can see through all the bullshit. I really hope you can. Like, I really do.
Me too.
Brooke, is there anything you need to say?
No, I don't think so. I'm just like I said, I hate that Lily's gone through this. I hate that you've gone through this. I hate that everybody, Jen, everybody in the chat that feels probably like they're in the middle of stuff now. And that's really, you know, I just hate that it came to this. And I'm glad at the same time that at least you've got some closure, John. You know, and now as somebody in the chat just said she won't answer Yahoo Boy and said to get with John. We'll see. I don't think that's going to happen, but I mean.
Well, you know what, Phil? I'll do you a solid. You have my number. Call me. I'll tell you all about it. Because what I want is for everybody to just leave me the fuck alone. I want to move forward with the TV stuff that we've been doing, that I've always been doing. I don't want to be like muddied up with this bullshit. I don't. Otherwise, I would stop talking about the shows and just go live every night talking about everybody else.
This is going to be the last time I talk about anyone else. Like, I'm going to do real content and I have the contacts to do that. Like, so.
And clearly you do. And I know Brooke has contacts, and clearly Jen has contacts.
Collaborate and have good content.
We're all attached to people who have been on TV, and we all have, you know, we've all networked. You know, that's how it is. I would wish that everybody would just want to focus on like their content, but like, you know, a lot of people started YouTubes.
Why did you send me a dinosaur?
I know a lot of people started their YouTubes, like Terry, who just did it to fuck with people, you know, and talk shit about people every day and every night.
I kind of started mine to respond to the witch.
Yeah, no, listen.
But I've done some content.
Yeah, and Brooke actually, you know, Brooke was the one behind the whole Gino and Jasmine stuff. That was Brooke's story.
She knows how to cover stuff. She got content. She knows what's up.
And stop talking crap about people's personal lives. Like, nobody.
That was Brooke's story, Gino, and she added me to it. So like that was Brooke's find, not mine. And I've been clear about that. Like, you know, that Brooke did that. So we're all capable of doing better. You know what I mean? We all are. But it's very hard when people say horrendous things about you to
Yep.
not defend yourself. And listen, I've been at this for 10 years. And I've been defending myself for 10 years. So who am I to speak on it, right? Like, you know, you're like, oh, John, look at you.
100,000 followers. Like, who have you got to defend yourself to?
You know,
Right.
but it is what it is. Like, but I still keep trying to talk about the shows that I haven't abandoned, like doing our recaps and our lives and getting interviews and this and the other. Because I don't want to be a slimy person that has to go live every night and talk shit about people to get money.
Me either. My hair looks amazing. Okay, guys, I do have to go to bed. I'm going to be up so early. Thank you so much for
Well,
having
I'm gonna end it. I want this all to end at once. I don't want you to leave. I want us all to like go at once. So thank you, Lily, for really going out of your comfort zone and putting the truth out there about Terry Lynn. I hope everybody sees this, because if you want cancel culture, then you have Terry for saying the N-word, being a dog killer. What else did she do? I'm just saying.
I
I mean,
But
Terry
don't
admitted
never
that too. Can I say that?
if that's what
You know who I'm looking at. Okay. There's a lot of things Terry's done, which I won't. Hibbity bibbity. I won't.
I think
get
we've
into.
mentioned it all.
I'm not saying I verify what, JJ. I'm saying I know that I believe everything Lily's told me. I know what's been
100%.
said about me, and I've kept my mouth shut. I was never going to say a word to anybody except for the people, Lily, John. Didn't even tell Jen really much, or maybe I told Jen a little about everything that was being done, and that I knew was on God truly happening. That's, for the person in the chat just asked if I back this, I know for a fact all of it, what Lily's saying is true, and what I've gone through myself. And
I want to say that I think that we all want to move on, and I can't control anybody. Like I said, I fight with Julie all the time about what she's posting. I go, don't post. It is what it is. But I think we all, speaking for all of us, Jen, you too, want to move on and make people smile and laugh and not have to degrade other people on YouTube to do it. That's what I'm for. And
Let's get back to content.
Yeah,
exactly.
Terry Lynn is a liar who sent that text to Real calling him an N-word. So everybody who just signed up for her membership, because she's been live for the last 48 hours. 40 hours straight, this woman has been live. And Lily, just for the record one more time, in the half hour that you were there, how many times did you see Terry Lynn going into the bathroom?
I didn't count, but it was frequent, like 3 to 4 at least.
And did you hear any type of sniffling from her in or outside the bathroom? Because one would think if you're up for 2 hours,
you hear it on the lives.
She could have been blowing her nose. I don't know.
Hey, Jen Bailey. Jen, am I good?
Am I? Like my nose piercing?
Am I good?
Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Oh, you're good, Jen.
hey, Forever Young.
Brooke, am I good?
You're good.
You good, Brooke?
Lily, am I good?
I'm good, I think.
You're good.
Okay,
You good,
you're all
Lily?
good, so-
My nose is pretty big, so it'd be
Don't
really hard
stick
not
that
to be
straw-
good.
Yeah, don't put that
There we
straw up your nose or anything, allegedly. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. I really do.
Thank you guys too. Thank you so much, Brooke and John.
Thanks,
and
Lily. Thanks, Jen. Thanks,
And
John.
I am happy to have Lily on my live tomorrow talking about Housewives of New Jersey. Jen, do you follow Bravo?
Yeah, I watched The Housewives.
Well,
Just let me know if you guys want me to come up on time.
reuniting my Housewives panel. So
Do you cover Beverly Hills too?
Beverly Hills is my bread and butter.
Are you
Jersey is. I live in
kidding?
Jersey, close to all of them. Beverly Hills and Jersey are my two favorites, but yeah.
Oh my God, we're probably going to argue about Renna. I'm sure of it. I just know.
So, let's all continue to talk about the shows that got us here in the first place, and not about crazy women who stay up for 72 hours.
And that's the HBO Max thing. If you just on HBO Max search Heidi Fleiss, it's called Heidi, the Would-Be Madam of Crystal Meth.
You know I'm the one.
Anybody thinks that Lily is incredible. First off, I put the article from page 6 about how she was the whistleblower about Faith and the whole pump rule shit that got Stassi and Jax, and who was the other one? There was 3. Kristen. Thanks. Lily was the whistleblower and got Stassi, Jax, and Kristen fired. She was the one that told me. And Lily was the one that put that out there. So she's incredible. And she just called Heidi Fleiss on her fucking cell phone. And we had a conversation with her. So if you don't think that Lily is credible, that we just had a whole conversation with Heidi fucking Fleiss on this live, if you think she's a liar, then you're fucking stupid. Because that's all there is. I mean, I don't know how to prove that any better. Like, you've never seen me fangirl, ever. Who's ever seen me fangirl?
Brooke wanted to fan, but we openly fanned.
Right, but like Heidi Fleiss was like a name. Like,
it really
fangirl. I'm like, oh my god, it's Heidi Fleiss. Like, you know.
Like, I'm totally telling everybody.
And
no, I'm just kidding. But I'm so happy to have heard her. I mean, that's crazy. I always wondered how she was.
Like, I'm working on a whole thing about it. Like,
yeah, you're gonna be all right.
All my members who are like hoodwinked or like fooled by Terry Lynn and her associates who have been vehemently calling my members IG 20 times until they pick up. They've been like calling them to death just to get them away from me. If that's how you have to work things, then I probably didn't want you in the first place. So whatever, it's fine.
All right, guys, I got to get it up in like 5
hours.
Right,
everybody have a great night. Thank you, Jen Kelly. Thank you, Lily. And thank you, Brooke.
Guys.
All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Bye.